Let me turn that off and just run it back. I am buzzing, by the way, to be back, yeah, because I obviously didn't cover the game. I didn't cover the game on the Paphos one because I was at the game. So it feels like a while since we've done this. So it's good to be back. I can't lie. And I've been in a very. I mean, listen. Obviously, everybody knows the podcast is out with Troops. It's doing incredibly well. Of course, it is the most highest viewed pod. So appreciate the support. You guys are leaving a lot of good comments, and it's mad. It's going crazy. And we've already recorded the next one, so I'm buzzing. I can't wait. But I was in my nostalgia mood today because I was even going back to my old channel, my old pod, and it's got like 30 views, 40 views, 50 views. And I think what I'm gonna do for the members, because there's a few of you and you're saying, "Where's the membership content?" Da, da, da. I might start unprivating those for the members and just putting them in the members community so you guys can listen to them. The pods from like 7 years ago on the old channel. So because I've interviewed some guests, I've had Miz on there, I've had Alex Goldberg on there, I've had Lewis on there, Carefree Lewis. So they're proper archive pods, some of them. So I might just start dropping those or unprivating those and giving you guys those as extra content. But let's talk because the lineups are out. I think I have the lineups here somewhere. I do. There they are. These are the teams. Let's talk. I mean, listen, Cole Palmer's obviously not in the squad, so there's that. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. I don't know what's going on in regards. I think this is difficult because now it's getting to a point where what do we do in regards to Cole Palmer? Do we completely rule him out? Is that something that we have to come to terms with for the rest of the season or for a large chunk of the season to really get the old Cole Palmer back in terms of full fitness? Or are we going to be doing the injections thing up until World Cup because World Cup he wants to obviously go? It's a proper issue. At this point, the way that he's been going, he must be out injured, right? And he must obviously have an issue. But I think it needs to be repaired and it needs to be dealt with severely now. Seriously, it can't be one of those things that we keep passing the buck on. We could be ruining this player by doing so. He's not been good this season. So as mad as it sounds, we're not losing anything mad. If Cole Palmer's not playing well, what are we really losing? We're not losing the Cole Palmer we think we're losing. We're not losing the version of him that we all know he has the ability to turn it on and change the game and be the best player in this league, or at least top 3 players in this league. From a technical standpoint, he has the capability to be the best player in this league, especially from an attacking perspective, when he's at his very peak. So we're not having that version right now. We haven't seen that version in ages. So at this point, what are you losing? You're losing a body. Yes, you're losing an option. Transfer window is still open. Go and let the guy get serious attention so we don't wreck him fully. And whenever he comes back, and we just have to deal with the consequences, whatever that may be. If that means we miss out on Champions League football, then so be it. That's the cards that were dealt, and that's the repercussions for the actions. So yeah, for me, I'm not too. Obviously, it's annoying because it's looking like there's a issue, there's a real issue there. But at this point, you have to prioritize the player's well-being. So Enzo goes into the 10. That's obviously why we've been linked with Douglas Luiz, is because now Buonanotte's gone back to Brighton and then sent to Leeds. That means Enzo Fernandez is becoming the deputy 10, which means there's one less body in the pivot position, and obviously Lavia and Sigua are always injured. So this Douglas Luiz link comes out. But again, like I said to you guys, I'll believe it when I see it, because we do a lot of chatting and smoke and grenades and talking and waffling and preempting and I spying and interesting and intriguing. Listen, when the player's holding up the shirt, we'll talk. That's why I've not done no video on these people, because they're not here. I don't know what's going on. Jacket and all these brothers. It's like I said, I don't know what's going on. It's just If it happens, it happens. We'll talk, but it's not. So let's see. Maybe we'll have other options. But that was the link. The defense is the defense. I think there's a balance that they're trying to strike, as Maresca was trying to strike it. Ball playing centre back next to ball carrying centre back. Aggressor and leader versus composed, calm, drop-off, pace, recovery defender. This is the yin and the yang. This is the Konate, the Van Dijk, the Terry, the Carvalho, the Saliba, the Gabriel. This is basics in centre-back pairings. It's obvious. Vidic, Ferdinand. You can go all the way back through every team that ever done anything of note. Poyo, PK. The centre-back pairings are always very much the same. There's certain attributes that one has to have, and there's certain attributes that the other one has to have to compensate for the fact that the other one doesn't have it, and vice versa. So you're going to continue to keep seeing Badiashile because he's left-footed and he can pass through the lines when he's actually using his brain. You're going to continue to see a mixture of either Chalobah or Fofana. You won't really want to see both, potentially, because neither of them can pass on the left foot. Neither of them can open up the game on the left side. And obviously, Badiashile's going to play as a central centre-back most likely, I think. And if we're going to build in a three, Cucurella will tuck in. Badiashile's, I think, is the best in the middle. At least from a defending standpoint. I don't like to see him in the channels. I see him get ripped in the channels far too often. Cucurella will go to the channel. Chalobah will go to the channel. Fofana will go to the channel. Achampong will go to the channel. Even though he's looking more like a centre-back than a right-back. And that Colwell, Badiashile, sometimes Chalobah, although aerially, no, don't think he's strong enough to play in there. That's their kind of position to Marshall. And then obviously Gusto's on the bench, Hatto's on the bench, Gittins, Garnacho, Delap, Gu. Neto versus Garnacho. I want to see Gittins. That's probably the only thing I'm looking at this lineup. That's the only thing I'm saying. I would prefer at this point to see Gittins from the start on the left. Give us a Esteval and Gittins wing pairing, which is the youngest and most inexperienced wing pairing that we have at our disposal, which is probably why we never see it, because he wants at least one experienced guy in there in Neto, and obviously Garnacho's got a lot of Premier League experience. But I would have liked to see Gittins next to Esteval. But that's about it. The rest of the team is self-explanatory. So, like I said with the window, I don't expect us to do anything mad or anything significant, and we haven't done anything. We still need to get rid of players. So all this talk and yapping, I'm not really buying it until I see it in the flesh. So that's what it is. Palace are 3 draws and 7 defeats in the last 10. Managers on the ropes. Striker up front is disillusioned and wants to leave. Captain just got sold. They still got good players. Adam Walton, Lacroix is a really good centre-back. But SAR's back from AFCON, you know, they got a couple of guys, but really, guys, we need to win this game. We need to take advantage. We just saw Liverpool lose at Bournemouth. We just saw, well, we are yet to see the late kickoff, Man United versus Arsenal. We are seeing Villa are probably, you know, as expected, going to tail off a little bit when the European football kicks in again. And we need to lock in, because the fixtures that we got coming up, whether it's Palace, Wolves, Leeds, and there's a few others as well. I don't know if West Ham's in that. You pick up like 12 points out of the next 12, which is let's go on a run. I don't want to keep doing this shit, but you know, you do what you need to do and what you should be doing. If you've got any self-respect for yourselves, you put yourself in a crazy position, because you know everybody's dropping points. This might be the lowest tally for top 4 or 5 that we've ever seen. You know, you do tend to need to aim for 68 points, 67 points, 69 points to get that Champions League spot. It might be lower. The way that these teams are dropping points right now, it's mad. This could be the lowest points tally for everything. Lowest points tally, maybe the highest points tally in a while for survival, but the lowest points tally for European spots and maybe even Premier League title, because if Arsenal are seeing that everybody behind them just keeps dropping points, included in Man City, then what is the motivation to necessarily go and eclipse a 90 point? You go and get your 85, your 83, 84. Teams have won titles of that. Last 5 games, 4 games, 3 games, just whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest. Focus on Champions League. So this season is interesting, very interesting. Yes, I'm on the mob today. I will be redirecting you straight over. The review will come out later today, because I'm not going to put it out whilst the Arsenal Man United game's kicking off. 2 reasons. 1, I want to get to the mob on time. 2, you guys are going to be watching the Arsenal United game anyway. So we may as well just put it out after the Arsenal Man United game, and then we can we can gather our thoughts and we'll have plenty of time to explain whatever the hell's happened here today. So, yeah, I'm going to do that, but the review will come. It's not going to be like the Paphos game where I didn't do a review. It's the first time ever on this channel I didn't do a review. But game finished at like 10. Everybody's walking back to Fulham Broadway. It's getting real claustrophobic. I'm like, bruh, this is long. I'm not queuing up for this district line and all this argy-bargy. I said, yeah, I'm going to go Imperial Wolf. Worst mistake of my life. I didn't realize Imperial Wolf Station was so far. Walking. These trains are like every 10 minutes. I'm like, fuck, you know. By the time I get home, it was like 11:30. I said, chat, nah. I'm not a robot, bro. That's what I said in my speech. I said, I'm ticking that box today. I am not a robot. This game here is not the one. It's not the one to stick out a review at 11:45 p.m. and break down the most basic and most obvious of bullshit that we've seen. Listen, could have won by more, all that jazz, but yeah, that one we had to leave on the shelf, man. First time ever, but you guys know it wasn't damn well necessary. You saw what you saw. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Got a lot to catch up on. But yeah, I appreciate the support on the Troops episode. There's been a lot of reaction. People think, well, some people are funny. They say, oh, you're cooked. Listen, guys, I speak to Robbie before I drop these things. I speak to anybody that's mentioned out of respect, out of love. I respect people. I give them a heads up. Yo, this is coming out. You're not going to get editorial control and all that stuff. No, this is what you guys are getting. You're getting the raw conversation, the emotions, the everything. But I give you the heads up, absolutely. So he knew it was coming out, and we spoke about it already before, and we spoke about it after. It's cool. I'll be there on Monday. You know what I mean? Like it's not that deep. I'm an adult, guys. I'm a grown-ass adult. Maybe when I was 22 and you first saw me on this content thing, I was a bit more immature and I wouldn't use my brain. I use my brain now. You know, the brain is a powerful thing, and communication is key. As we keep articulating throughout these pods and we're putting pieces together and we're unwrapping lives, communication is key. So I have to absolutely follow that mantle. And yeah, man, it's been a mad few days. And I saw this clip. Yeah, I saw Mark said he'd love to be on the pod. I don't want to keep gassing you guys. Like, obviously, yes, you know what he is saying is true. What he is saying is true. But we haven't recorded yet. And obviously, you know, Mark's an incredibly busy person, so we have to get that schedule and that aligned, and we're gonna get it done. So, but like I said, you might know who's on, but you don't know when, because I could batch record these and release them any order. So that's why I don't want to get you all excited. But yes, you know, like I said, we have a list and we're going through it. So yeah, it was mentioned, and I'm looking forward to it. But it hasn't been recorded. All right, cool. Get CB on. Well, when we had him on the stream and he's talking about naked protests, that's mad. That's mad. All right, cool. Let's do this. What's going on in the chat? Let's go. But I have got my next one recorded, and 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. And we're booking in the next this week, and we're on a roll. I'm buzzing. The next 3, 4, yeah, sensational lineup. Yeah, like I said, it's been nostalgia for me the last few days, because everybody's looking at the numbers, and I get that, but bruh, if only you knew, some of you guys, man, 7 years ago, the numbers I was getting on these similar types of conversations when I was first doing this stuff on a different channel. To see the 30, 40 views and the 11 likes and 0 comments, and then see what this pod here is doing, the way it started, the way you guys are supporting it. I nearly teared up. Because people think, I've just stumbled upon this, but we tried this already. Like you guys saw, we interviewed Turkish, we interviewed KG. We went back to the drawing board. It's surreal. It's been surreal. I can't lie. So I'm very appreciative, man, at the moment. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, cool. What are we doing today, man? Are we confident? Let's get the poll. Let's get the poll. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Predictions. Let's see. You have to remember, I'm second gen YouTube, so to have the head honchos at my home talking, surreal for me as well. I'm fans of these guys I'm bringing on, you know. Been watching them with you guys for 10 years. Let's get this poll up. So, red card roulette. Red card roulette is a good one. Do we do it today? Do we do it today? Let's do predictions first, because I don't know if I want to keep putting this energy out there in the atmosphere. Screen shouldn't be bugging, bro. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, get your votes in. Palace win, draw, City, Chelsea win. I went with a 2-0 Chelsea win on Big Six. I got a correct score for Man City. I was buzzing. Then Tottenham scored in the last minute and messed up my next correct score. I said 2-1 to Burnley, and Romero scores in the last minute to equalise for Tottenham, so I was fuming with that. I did not predict Liverpool to go and lose in the last minute to Bournemouth, but we love it. Very entertaining, brilliant to see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's mad. This Premier League this season, especially in this group of teams that we're clustered in, the form is bonkers, guys. The form is bonkers. We have the opportunity to go up to 4th today, 2 points behind Liverpool with the game in hand. Obviously, Man United are ahead of us by a point. They play later at the Emirates. I don't expect Man United to win at the Emirates. If at best they'll get a draw. If we win, we should be 4th. I don't really care about the position. I care about the points. I've always said that. And it doesn't look like we're going to eclipse, surpass, improve upon the points from last season. So therefore, in my opinion, we've not progressed. We are going to stall and potentially regress on that. So the position is false. If we finish 3rd, I don't really care. We didn't win the title. We didn't even make a race of it. We didn't close in on it. So when people are asking me about 3rd, we was having a conversation about this in the group chat, me, Alexis, Don. Do you want 3rd? Do you want 3rd place? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Once we get Champions League football, which is the bare minimum, move on. Move on to the cups. Move on to the cups, move on to the Wembleys, move on to the FAs, the Carabaos, if there's even still a chance, move on to the Champions League. I don't care about this 3rd versus 5th. Last season, City finished 3 points ahead of us, I think, in 4th. We finished 5th. What was it? No, Man City finished 3rd. We finished 4th. 3 points difference. If we had finished 3 points and they got less 3 points, would I feel better about? No. Would it have changed my life? No. You know, so for me, I don't care. I'm only looking at the points. The points is the true metric of improvement. It's as good as it gets in terms of the scatter graph, the plot chart, whatever you want to put it as. You know, that's the only way you can really judge the progress, and we're not going to improve upon that. So I'm already underwhelmed. At this point, I just want to lift. I just want to see us lift stuff, man. That's the ultimate goal for the rest of the season. Now Sar's back, you might get cooked. Brennan Johnson's there as well. He's a counter-attacking player. He's in a counter-attacking team. It makes sense. The maths is mathing. But like I said, their key talisman, who has been the main man for them in Mateta, even though his form is not anywhere near the level it was last season, he's still, I'm assuming, their top goal scorer. Absolutely. And a large percentage of their goals has been scored by him. He's not locked in. He's not locked in. He's actively trying to leave right now. So not trying to jinx it, but with that information, you'd like to think that he's not going to be on his A game. And he's already not been on his A game prior, let alone now. So yeah, for me, yeah, it's a situation we have to deal with today. There's no excuses, guys. I'll be honest. I can't remember. I think our head-to-head record with Palace is not even bad. I'm pretty sure I saw 7 wins out of the last 10 and 3 draws. But let me just double check that. Even if we didn't have a good record, it wouldn't even be relevant because they've sold so many key players that would have made that record different over the last couple of transfer windows. It's just you got to win. One thing I am starting to accept is the quality in a lot of the attacks in the top teams right now is in the gutter, and the defenses and the systems. And I said this in my Paphos post. Anyone who rolls up with any organization, any structure, any discipline, concentration, back fives, back fours, midfield fives, midfield fours, doubling up on wingers. This current generation of top teams in this league have not been able to produce or purchase the necessary quality. And I'm talking about world-class, verbatim world-class players glittered in all attacks to destabilize these blocks consistently. It's mad. We used to have minimum three world-class players in every big team's attack, or they're on borderline world-class, you know? Every team can do the nostalgia thing. Man United fans are looking back at the Rooneys, Van Persies, Ronaldos, Tevez, Berbatovs. We're looking back at the Drogbas, Anelkas, Robins, Hazards, Joe Coles. Liverpool fans will now even start to look back at the Salahs, the Firminos, the Manes. Arsenal fans, in the way their attackers maybe not impressed them, or they've not been inspired or entertained as much as they would have usually been with the Adebayors, the Van Persies. Everybody is looking at their attacks right now, funky. The numbers are the numbers. Everybody can see them. The wingers this season in this league are cheeks. You know, people were very much obviously getting giddy over the Doku, big performances in big games. This brother's got one goal. Gordon, missing, in action. This is a 70, 80 million pound player, people are telling me, when Tuchel was interested. You know, our wingers, I don't even need to get into. Trossard is one of the best wingers in the league right now on the left, and no disrespect, he's just functional. He's just efficient. He's not anything like special. It's dark. Gakpo. It's dark. It's really dark. So I still criticize us because I have high standards of us. We spent a lot of money. I expect us to have the best because that's what we were told we were going to have. The best up-and-coming young talent in the world. So I'm going to judge us by those standards, those metrics. But the perspective that hit me and continues to hit me is everybody is arse. When we're talking about the grand scheme and we're talking about the levels that were previously set from attackers, and maybe the levels rose in defenders and systems and structures and details and tactics, and I don't know. It's leveled out, and it's creating quite the problem from an entertainment standpoint. So yeah, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. I like how you don't mention Mbeumo. Mbeumo's a very good striker. He's a very good striker. Not on the caliber of the names that I listed for Man United in that era. You know, so there's the drop off is still there. But he's a good striker. He's a good striker. But I feel like an Mbeumo, you know, people talk about mid-table teams have improved. Mid-table teams had Daniel Sturridge. Mid-table teams had Ben Arfa. Mid-table teams had Johan Cabaye, Pape Cisse. Mid-table teams had Nicolas Anelka in Bolton. Like, mid-table teams in the early 2000s, mid-2010s, like, they weren't having scrubs. They, like... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people think, like, these mid-table teams back in the day they're tactically... Yeah, I agree. I think tactically there's been a big improvement. Maybe the quality of the manager, the different types of manager that we see managing these mid-table teams. Before, it was like your Alan Kirbishleys or your Sam Allardyces or your... You know, that type of manager. Different thought processes and values. Now the managers are different and whatnot. Adel Tarabt at QPR, like the technical level in the mid-table teams, they had technical players when we were watching when we were younger. Maybe physically, yeah, and maybe more organized. I think there's definitely something else to it. It's not technical ability. There were technical players in mid-table teams before. I remember that Swansea team. Swansea under Brendan Rodgers. They used to play some wonderful football. Southampton under Pochettino. Sadio Mane, Van Dijk, Lovren, Schneiderlin. What are we doing here? Mid-table, by the way. Ricky Lambert and like, I'm not doing a nostalgia thing. These players were technically very good. They're just as good as the guys we're seeing now. Just as good, if not some of them better. Tottenham were mid-table. And they still had like your Robbie Keanes and your Peter Crouches and your Defoes and your Jermaine Genuses. Like, I don't think the technical level is gone up for the mid-table teams at all. It's definitely not like changed. And I'm not saying these were world-class players or great, but these are good Premier League players. And a lot of these guys in the mid-table now, they're just good Premier League players. Like, they're not world-class or elite. You know what I mean? So, it's interesting though. It's interesting. But I think we definitely had a lot more stardust. That's for sure. We don't have their stardust anymore, man. We're missing Payet. Oh, Dimitri Payet at West Ham. Boy. Yeah. People are saying JJ Okocha at Bolton. You know what I mean? There was some stardust, man. There was some stardust. I can't lie. Yeah, if I was to give an opinion on this Douglas Luiz thing, not that it's that relevant because we haven't even made a real offer. It's not really that important. He doesn't play at Nottingham Forest. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he's had injury issues. They have their pairing. They don't change it. He's also on loan, so there's politics. We spoke about this with Andre Santos. He's not going to come here and start. He's a deep depth fifth choice behind all of our midfielders and Reece James, in my opinion. He comes in, he plays against Hull City at the I don't know what their stadium is called. I don't really care. You know, we get him, we don't. I'm not asked. I'm not bothered. If he comes in, I'm not gonna make a song and dance about it. The one thing I can say is when we do these loan deals, at least we then don't waste more money, 50, 60 million on someone that's not actually that good, and then we have an issue. Which is what we could have done with Xavi Simons, and maybe he would not have hit the heights we expect, and then we've got to look at replacing him. He's not taken the team to the next level, all these things. So well, at least we're not wasting money. That's the one positive out of it. But yeah, I've not watched him because he's barely played this season. I think he's got like 300 and something minutes in the Premier League. So what is that? 4 games, 4 90s. Maybe he's got 330 minutes, three games and off the bench. So yeah, I've not actually even seen him. We've all been watching Anderson doing absolute madness. So I don't know what level he is at. I don't know what when he was here at Villa, and you're telling me we're getting him on loan, no problem. That's a fantastic squad player. That's a fantastic addition. Right now, I do not know. I have no idea. I don't know if he's fallen off. I don't know if the injuries have killed him. I don't know if he's fine and he's just politics, not playing because he's on loan and he's not their player. I have no idea. No idea. And I don't care because he's not going to play. So, you know, when I see us spending big money on someone that either has to start due to the price tag or will start because of the rumor and the brief, then we will sit up and take notice, because then that's something important that is actually going to change a lot for us in regards to the team that we're seeing on the sheet right now, the 11. Is it still called the KC Stadium, yeah? Okay, cool. I was going to call it the KC Stadium, but I didn't realize if it was still that, and I was not going to assume. So I just said, nah. I said, nah. Right, what are we doing? Cucurella and James are on fraud watch. They didn't play well last Premier League game, I agree. The fullbacks. Reece James's corners weren't great. Cucurella wasn't great. The whole defence wasn't good. Wait, which game was this? Was this Brentford? I don't think this was the last game. Sorry, we kept a clean sheet. Which game am I thinking of? Oh, no, I'm thinking about Brentford. Am I thinking about Brentford? I think I am. Yeah, I am. Because we got lucky. We should have conceded the goals against Brentford. We kept a clean sheet, but we didn't actually defend brilliantly. So, but yeah, like, again, you got to pick your battles. I don't look at Chelsea and think, oh yeah, Reece James and Cucurella are my issues. I look at Neto at the moment, big eyes on him, and Garnacho especially. I look at the midfield balance and whether defensively or we can find that balance. I look at the strikers. João Pedro obviously got his goal, but I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Delap. I'm looking at the attack, the whole attack, to be honest, outside of Esteval. I'm looking at the centre-back pairings all the time. I'm not really looking at Sanchez, you know, shockingly. But that's just due to the good work he's done. So, yeah, I've got too many other things to look at. I just have to assume that these guys are going to be A-OK, you know, the fullbacks. they're gonna have to do a long period of fucking up for me to be like, and they haven't done that. So I'm not really too asked about the fullbacks. I'm confident with my fullbacks. All right, cool. I've seen the Acheampong stuff as well. I've seen the Acheampong stuff. It's mad to me. You look at the caliber of teams that are interested in Acheampong. I said this before. The caliber of teams that are interested in Acheampong should tell you all you need to know. I know at right back recently he's not been great. So fair enough. He can just be a centre back. Maybe he could just be a centre back. But he's a very promising centre back. He's a centre-back that if we saw at Bournemouth or we saw at Brentford at that age, we would be slapping down money. The same money we're probably going to slap down for Jacket. This is why what we do, in my opinion, is flawed, slightly flawed, is because we think that these young players that are incredibly talented, let's just put Jacket in a box. Let's just say he's incredibly talented, huge potential, and we think he's the next Saliba, so that's why we want to get him early. What is Acheampong's potential? What is his ceiling? What could he possibly be? And I say that with what I've watched, but also with who wants him, who is interested. It has been previously Real Madrid. It has now been Bayern Munich, and et cetera, et cetera. So what do they see in him? And what do I see in him? And what do you see in him? And what, like, the maths is certainly mathing. These clubs aren't coming in for all of our young players. It's not like every young player we have there, these clubs come in. But these clubs are circling and interested. But they have to play games and gain experience to develop to be the level that you thought they could be. The whole reason you're interested in Jacket is because he's been playing. But he's been playing under less pressure. He's been playing in an environment where, I don't know who his centre-back pairing is, but it's probably a maybe potentially more balanced pairing that actually allows him to be coached in-game, looked after. He might be alongside someone experienced. In fact, I don't even have to do the might be's. I could just look. But it's like, this is the environment that you need to fulfill your potential. And if they have similar potential, what is the point in the swap? Do you think Jacket's just going to come in here and just lay down work? Or do you think he's going to have to get to the grips with the Premier League, get grips to the league? Like, of course he is. Of course he's going to have to go through that learning curve. It's the same learning curve Acheampong's going through. So what's the point? You know? And I'm saying that because if you buy one, does that mean you have to get rid of the other because one now can no longer see a path? You can create competition, but there is such a thing as unhealthy competition. You cannot tell a player they're in the plan if they're like fourth choice right side centre back. Like, let's not be stupid here. There's one position. If you're fourth choice depth in that position, that is not fighting for your place. That is a waste of your time. So, yeah, for me, we have Mamadou Sarr. We have Insamino, who, okay, he's got injuries, but are we just going to just give up on him because he's got some injuries? All right. And then we've got Acheampong. So I don't really understand what's going on here. And people say, oh, you know, this one's different. You told me about you said that last time. and I can't even get to assess if they're different or not because we don't even use them. And before we've even used them, we've replaced them. So it's mad. Let me see. Who does he play alongside? He's played in back threes. Yeah, we know. He's played middle centre-back. He's played right side centre-back. Who is this brother next to him? He's 26 years old. And this brother here is 25. So he's got two experienced people alongside him, it seems. Or more experienced people. But it's not even about the experience, because I've said this before, and I probably didn't articulate this properly on TalkSport when I was on the last episode. Because it is something that I have been saying, but I just, for some reason, I didn't articulate it properly. We have actually got some experience already. Like, we don't have, in my opinion, a lack of we could always do with more, but it needs to be quality. It needs to be world-class experience, not just any experience. We've got experience in tossing. We don't want to use them. So, we got players that are 25, 26, 27, but they're not good enough. So we need quality. Quality. So if this guy's coming in for this price tag, he needs to bring immediate quality. And I'm separating him from the recruitment. The recruitment, it needs to be immediate quality on that price tag. It can't be a learning curve thing because we've already got learning curve centre-backs within the club and exterior on loan. It's not worth our time otherwise. And that price point is so high, by the way, that buying point. So you're not going to make an 80, 90 million market value if the player's not serious levels. So yeah, it's one of those ones. But for the player, as an individual, he didn't ask to cost that much. So you have to give him the grace, like as an individual. So that's why I wouldn't put my shit on. I wouldn't put my blame on him. I put it on the people that brought him in if he was not to the level that he needed to be to. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Right. Is James signing a new deal? We need a right back at Old Trafford. I don't understand what's going on at Man United Football Club. You guys are. Do you think you're? How do I phrase this? Do you guys think you're the final destination for players that have aspirations to win the biggest trophies? Because the last 10 years would tell me no. You've won FA Cup, you've won Carabao Cup, you've won Europa League. Is this something that the best of the best should be aspiring for? You have upheaval from a managerial standpoint. Your recruitment is all over the place. By name, you're the final destination. Back in the day, Nottingham Forest were the final destination. Maybe Leeds, maybe Blackburn. Listen, I don't understand where the confidence comes from that you're coming into my club and taking my best players. I don't get it. The Reece Jameses, the Cole Palmers, I don't get it. You guys have not shown anything to anyone that they should be investing their time into you for 5 years in their career. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not trying to say that we're the final destination because we're not acting like it. We're acting like the secondary. You know what I mean? We're acting like the club just behind the top club right now because we keep bringing in players that are not ready. So then, therefore, the guys that are ready are looking over their shoulder thinking, Ross Clark, these men are not even helping me. They're not even improving. I got a drag. So, but you guys certainly aren't the final destination. If I'm a player or a manager, Man United is not where I'm going to seal the deal. I might go there to get my CV. I might go there to improve my resume. I might go there to bring the vibe and the good factor feeling and snag a few cups. But we're talking about Premier League title and Champions League, which you're not even in. Reece James would be a fool to go to you. A damn fool. If he goes to Real Madrid, I understand. If he goes to Barcelona, Bayern Munich, I understand. If he even goes to Man City, even though this season's not looking like what it should be for them, I understand. Because the ambition and the intent is there. To you. The day that happens, the day that happens will be a day that I rejig my life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it will. Let's see. That's the day I'll do some serious reflection. That's the day I'll do some serious reflection. Man United's pull. Yeah, I mean, you pulled in some players over the summer. You pulled in some players from Wolves and from Brentford, and yeah, man, you pulled. And big wages as well, man. Mad pull. Mad pull, man. Must have been really difficult to convince a guy at Brentford and Wolves to come to Man United. And where'd you get Dorgu from? Lease. Pull. Must have been real difficult. You basically snagged someone out of their prime from Real Madrid with all that pull right there. You know what I'm saying? All that pulling. tug of war bullshit over here, man. Man talking about Paul. Who the hell did you sign? Yoro. Yeah, cool. Because Man United, Real Madrid want him on free. Real Madrid don't want to pay no P's. And this brother's ready to leave. Okay, Paul. You got him from Lille. Stop it. Stop it. Pull his Bellingham turning up to Carrington and choosing Dortmund. That's Paul. That's Paul. Yeah? That's Paul. That's Paul, bro. That is serious Paul. Do you know what I mean? That's Paul, bro. That's the type of Paul I'm talking about. No, me and Man United fans are going to go to war. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to create a beef. I've been ignoring you guys for years, but if we're going to be dancing in a similar part of the table, we might have to get down and dirty. Who else you signed? That guy from Antwerp. Le Mans. Yeah, Paul. Damn straight. Paying the price that Leipzig were telling everybody they must pay that nobody wanted to pay for Sesko. That must have been the Paul. That must have been the Paul. It's Paul. It's Paul. I'm speaking wicked. I want the smoke from Man United fans. I want it. I want the beef. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let's do this. We've never done this, you know. We've actually never had. I've had my. I continue to continuously have my beef with the Arsenal lot. Tottenham are crickets. They have their standing. They know what they are. Liverpool, can't remember. Maybe a few cup finals. Never been anything long, nothing drawn out. City, don't give a damn. Man United, yeah, we need to be talking. I don't want to talk to you. That's what I keep saying to you. I don't actually want to talk to Man United. It's not a table I want to sit at. I'm embarrassed to sit at this table, and I'll continue to pretend that I'm not here. You know what I mean? It's not the one. I don't aspire to be chatting to you guys about the league, but we're here. It's Man United, mate. James and Tuchel. You're not gonna. I can tell you're gonna talk about James and Tuchel. You're gonna end up with I don't know. You're gonna end up with like the brother from Palace wing back, and you might end up with Carrick full time or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be one of those ones. Hot take: Tony Pulis, Stoke City would be fighting for top 4 and won a Euro title in today's football. Nah, I don't think top 4 for me, man. Not for me. But their style would cook a lot of guys right now, bro. A lot of guys would get cooked by this Stoke team. All this long throw stuff and all this corners and set pieces and physicality that everybody's just starting to try and clock onto or trying to keep up with and trying to start. They were the originals. They were the originals. They were the OGs. They were the masters of this craft. They would take you to the cleaners on these long throws. Liam Delap is the GOAT of these long throws. All these brothers are they're walking in his footsteps, you know? Kenwyn Jones and Peter Crouch and Ryan Shawcross and Hill and you know, all these guys. They'll give Arsenal a run. I would actually love to see that, you know. Arsenal versus Stoke, set pieces. I want to see that. This Arsenal. Sorry, did I say Rory? I said Liam. Rory Delap, sorry. I would love to see this version of Arsenal versus that Stoke City, and the whole game is just set pieces. Every time the ball goes out, set piece. From a corner or a wide free kick. I don't care. Or throw in. Do you know what I mean? Like and there's no gameplay. You play the set piece, whoever wins, you kick the ball back out. Set piece again. Kick it. I just want to see set pieces. Just a set piece each. Just set piece for set piece. Corner for corner. Retaliation. Long throw for long throw. That's the whole game. We don't even play the pitch. We don't even pass the ball. We just go set piece for 90 minutes. I want to see it. I want to see it. The referee just picks up the ball when the set piece has been defended, takes it to the other side of the pitch, we do another set piece. I want to see it, man. I want to see it. All right, we're kicking off in 9 minutes. We didn't do red card roulette, so we're going to run it. Big up to 2.8K in the building. Man, this is NFL. 58% Chelsea win. Okay. Red card roulette. Because we got to. These guys at this point. I'm not going to put Sanchez on this because he's an upstanding citizen these days. And I'm gonna respect the fact that he's trying to turn his life around. He's, reflecting. He's improving. He's grafting to change the narrative, to change his story. I'm not gonna put him in here because he's changing his life, and I encourage that. So I'm gonna leave him in there, but I will put Chalobah and Badiashile in there because I think they've done more than enough nonsense to still be in this conversation. Unfortunately, and I love this guy, but Caicedo has to be in there. I'm going to keep it a buck. Caicedo has to be in there, bro. He does. He just does. He loves the suspension at this point, recent times. He has had a few too many suspensions. We've got to put him in there. Yeah, Cucurella is an aggressive guy. He's a very aggressive guy. And I feel like him and Enzo they got that similar type of aggression, so I'm going to put them in there. Who's ringing the doorbell? And why are they ringing the doorbell? I don't understand. I'm just gonna just nah, I'm gonna keep it to these three. I don't want to do too much. I don't think anyone else is going to be in this conversation today. These 6 are the guys I'm looking at for the red card roulette. Chalobah, Badiashile, Caicedo, Santos, and Cucurella, Enzo. For me, those are the red card roulette merchants in terms of they're the guys that are capable. People say Neto. Has Neto been sent off this season? I don't think he has. I don't think he has. Delap, yeah, I could have put Delap in there, but I just decided to leave it because he's not on the pitch. And he might not come on. I don't want you to waste your votes. If he comes on, maybe we'll run another one. But he might actually not even. He might. Who knows? Maybe Guy will come on ahead of him. I have no idea anymore. Who knows? Just jinx Neto. Who else are playing 2 o'clock kickoffs? I need to eat some of these cashew nuts because boy, I'm hungry. 2 o'clock kickoffs. We've got Brentford versus Forest. We've got Newcastle versus Villa, which is a good game at St James's Park. It's a very good game. And obviously the late kickoff, Arsenal versus Man United, which I will redirect you to, and it will be me, Saeed Tobes Turkish. So I look forward to that. Hopefully on the back of a win. If I can have a win going into that watch-along, I can live my life freely, If I go into that in a huff, okay, they keep ringing. Guys, I'm sorry. They keep ringing the doorbell. I don't know why. I don't know who it is. I'm going to answer. And this is not pre-planned. Because the key is there. Skull has a key. I don't understand what's going on. Let me just... I think it was the delivery man. It was a delivery man. But I don't know why. I don't remember ordering anything. I don't remember ordering anything. All right, cool. Oh. I'm nervous. I'm getting nervous now. The game's coming on soon. I'm getting nervous. Let's get nervous, bro. Damn. We need to win. We really, really need to win, chat. Can't be out here dropping points, man. Just do your job. Do your job. That's all I need today. I predicted 2-0 because I feel like that is a reflection of a professional day's work, a professional performance. You're going to a Palace team who are on their arse, but they're not in a relegation fight. So the motivation to do a madness shouldn't be there. There's a lot of players turning heads, a lot of players talking to agents. Managers already said he's leaving. But we know Crystal Palace are not going down. We know Crystal Palace are not in no dogfight. They'll finish 12th, as they always do. I know they're 15th right now, 8 points off the drop, but we know how this goes. They'll finish 12th and be on their merry way. We got to beat them. We got to beat them, please. Don't play with me today. Got to beat them. And the team has enough to beat them. It has enough. Because Esteval's starting. That's a massive, massive plus. If he didn't start Esteval again, after him coming off the bench against Paphos and again being the only person that I can actually gravitate to and see some sort of resemblance of quality of Chelsea, when I watch him, I see the older version of us when we used to be having these attackers that would be dropping jaws, dropping shoulders and causing chaos and had like a variety to their game and a variety to their play. He has to start. And I remember saying when Maresco was here, like, I need him to start. And I know a lot of you guys were saying, you know, we're trying to bed him in slowly. We're looking after him. And that's what I initially wanted to do. But you can only do that if you buy a surplus of quality on top when he arrives so he doesn't have to play. We are not good enough to not start Esteban. I remember saying that months ago. Our wingers are not good enough for this kid to come in here like a duck to water and rip things up and then be on the bench. And I don't want it to be like that, but that's the facts. That's what it is. He's too good to be on the bench. He's too good. We will drop points if he's not playing. We are more likely to drop points. So we can't afford to drop any more points. He has to play. So that's just the reality of it, you know. It's not how it should be, but it is what it is. So we have to respond. And we're lucky that we're not lucky. We did our due diligence and we brought in a kid that is got his head on his shoulders and he's really mature for his age and he doesn't have any off the field issues. He doesn't have any ego issues. He doesn't have all of that going on. He's seems to be very humble and very down to earth, very grounded. So we've struck gold because he is going to get more minutes and I don't think it's going to make him turn into an egomaniac and start walking off the ball and start thinking that his shit don't stink and that he's the best player in the team and that I'm not seeing that with him. I'm seeing someone that genuinely just wants to be the best version of himself. So I'm really buzzing that this guy, you know, the due diligence has been done there. Because we could have easily got a different wonder kid, you know, a different wonder kid that would let this moment gas them, and then we got to discipline them, and then we can't play them all the time because they need to be humbled and all that palaver, you know. We're gonna kick off soon. Timer's gonna be on screen. Buzzing. I'm nervous though. I'm very nervous now. Can't lie. I was actually fine until I saw the pitch. White kit playing at Selhurst. Kick off. I actually feel more nerves watching it here than in the stadium. I don't know why. In the stadium, it was like, maybe because it was Paphos. To be fair, I wasn't nervous for Paphos, but I feel like in the stadium there's too many distractions. Like there's bare distractions. You're going with someone, you're chatting, you're maybe doing some singing, you're eating some food at half time. Met a few lovely people actually. You know, that watched the content. Appreciate everybody that I met that day. Lovely people. And there's just so much other stuff going on. Whereas when you're here, you just there's no distraction. It's just me, you guys, and the game. And there's nothing else, you know? You can't even say, oh, at least we enjoyed the atmosphere. We ain't got the atmosphere here. We almost put, half chance, deflected out for a corner. It's a strong start, 1 minute in, we're already attacking. We already look like we're trying to make a statement. Hopefully we can get that first goal as soon as possible, and then they have to come out, and then the whole game's different. There's no low block, and there's no stubborn defense to breach. Minute 20 seconds in, Reece James, he's going to go for that near post floater again. That's obviously an instruction, isn't it? It's an instruction because he keeps doing it. I know he can take different corners, but they keep telling him to put that one in the near post. And to be fair, we have scored a lot more set pieces this season than in comparison to other teams. We're quite high up. And they have actually caused problems. It's just one time in a game, it might not be working. And like after the 6th attempt, you'd like to see something different. But it has actually been doing something for us this season. Ball, good play, good play. It's Badia Shill. It's Cucurella. It's Caicedo. Reece James just sent him to the cleaners, man. But yeah, this is a nice energy that I'm seeing in the team early doors. Adam Walton now is playing. Look at that. Mateta trying to do the hold up. What, is that a free kick? How's that a free kick? I don't know what Palace's stance is on Mateta. I don't know how much money they actually want for him. It's a dangerous purchase. Because he's not, for me, as technically gifted as like an Olivier Giroud was. But his hold-up is still good and he can score goals in the air. He'd bring something different to the attack for us, even off the bench. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, Newcastle just did a madness. Was that Tonali? Oh, my days. This guy's gone on an absolute run. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to slap down like 50, 60 million for Mateta. I think he's got 18 months left. I remember when we got Giroud, it was like a nice bargain. It wasn't a lot of money. It was like a very nice fee. I'd like it to be similar for someone like Mateta because he's not world-class, elite. I don't even think he's starting Chelsea quality. Maybe in this era for strikers, it's probably disrespectful to say that, but I'm talking about the levels that we should be trying to set. He should be like a squad player. He should be like a first off the bench, change the game option type striker. Loic Remy, Demba Ba, someone like that. But I do think he'd have value for sure. He definitely would put in. I think he'd improve whatever Delap is trying to bring. At his young age, Mateta would be a more experienced, refined version of that for us, with the hold-up play and that kind of stuff. So I would take him, but I wouldn't go crazy on any wages or any transfer fee. Like I would want it to be a modest, fair
price because he's it's still a risk. It's still a gamble. He's not a bona fide sure thing. He's not a guaranteed hit. No one is, you know, no one is. But he's certainly not. I think he'd just have his uses though. I think he'd be good. I think he'd be a solid player. I'd like to think that he ages well. You see, like the way Danny Welbeck is aging gracefully, man. I'd like to think that like Mateta could maybe age gracefully. Maybe. I'm not sure. Hopefully. Giroud aged like fine wine, man. That guy just got better and better. So sometimes you can get a striker that does that. Caicedo. Free kick, ref. Free kick, free kick. Julian Alvarez. I like Julian Alvarez. I always liked him. Like his finishing at River Plate was there. City, he was always going to have to be a second fiddle to Haaland, but he's a very. I like him. Like he has a lot of good qualities. He's a good finisher with both feet. He's shown that he can hit free kicks and he presses and works incredibly hard. So he's got some lovely attributes there that a lot of top teams want. But it's not even a realistic thing because his wages are astronomical and the price tag would be, I think, out of our range. Oh, Mateta, we've given it away. Badiashile, oh, what a save from Sanchez. Badiashile making a mistake and Sanchez bails him out. Badiashile, poor first touch, second touch, led him into trouble. Mateta and Sarr pounce. It's not a great strike from Mateta, to be honest. I mean, it's a great save from Sanchez, but if we're criticising the striker, he should be doing much better than that, Mateta. He's not picked a corner. He's not really... He scuffed it. He's not picked a corner. It's not clinical at all. He's given Sanchez a chance. If you're a proper top striker, you don't give the goalkeeper a chance there. You don't give the goalkeeper a chance. Not on your stronger foot. He's fucked up there, Mateta. It's a great save from Sanchez, though. And Badiashile, it's mad. It's mad. Yeah, Badiashile's definitely discombobulated, bro. He definitely is discombobulated. He's probably the most discombobulated player we have in terms of the extremes. He can go from having a great game to being absolute arse, and there's no in between. He is the most discombobulated player we have in the squad. If you're going to be arse, just be arse all the time, you know? But he's not. He actually has shown something. Not enough. Not consistent enough at all. Obviously, the injuries, but yeah, he's discombobulated, bro. I don't know what goes on. Here's 8.5 minutes. Throw in. Correa. Badiashile. It's so funny. If I thought we needed a centre back, I'd actually be looking at a left footer, guys. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, there's talent on the right side in terms of Achimpong, Mamadou Sarr. Are you or are you not giving up on Fofana? You've got obviously Chalobah's there, and you know all these other guys. Reece James can play in there, but at the left foot, you've actually got a big issue because Colwell. You have to make the assumption it's going to take him time next season to get back to his level. And even then, it's not like his level was world-class. He was still developing and showing improvements. So, you know. And then Badiashile, for me, is becoming... It's just becoming a... You got to keep it stepping type situation. And you got to improve that position. So the left footer, if anything, is more important than the right footer. But we're going for a right footer. Yeah, we've not seen much of Esteval so far. Here's Neto, 10 minutes. Corner. No, I think Insamino is right-footed, bro. He's right-footed. So that's what I'm saying. He's another one as well. He's another one. Bare right-footers. We've got a lot of right-footed centre-backs. No, he's right. Insamino is right-footed, guys. He's not left-footed. He's right-footed. I remember because when he came, the first comparisons were all about his ball-playing ability mainly, and that John Stones type vibe. People were telling me that was the type of vibe in terms of when John Stones initially broke through at Everton. He was very lightweight, very slim, very slender, but very, very confident on the ball. If you remember John Stones under Roberto Martinez, I think it was. And I remember this because we were actually interested in John Stones. And I think we put in like a 50 million bid or 40 million bid under Jose Mourinho. We wanted him, but we didn't get it over the line. And then obviously ends up going to Man City. So that was the kind of comparison a little bit. Reece James corner. Clearly the tactic is near post, flick on, and then go from there. But it's not really been doing anything so far. Cucurella. Okay, go on. Go on. This is chaos. Neto. Cucurella. This is, go on. Delivery. Caicedo. Esteval. Nice. Reece. Badia Shill. Good. Go on, Esteval. Nice. James. Okay, keep it going. Find Badia. Where's Badia Shill? Okay, yeah, we keep going. Nice, Neto. Nice. Go on. Nice. This is good football. Go on. Oh, fuck. Oh. We actually played some nice stuff, man. We played some nice stuff in the build-up to that. Moving it around really well, looking for the space. Enzo just couldn't catch it. Just didn't sit down for him. I don't even know if João Pedro's even meant that touch, because it would have been actually a really good assist. He's just kind of flicked it. Or I don't know, maybe it's hit him. But Enzo on the half volleys just skied it. He got under it a little bit. I think there's another, is there a goal? The G-Tech. There is a goal. Jesus. Nottingham Forest. We're taking the lead. Bruh. "14 minutes gone. I'm not looking at Brentford, bro. I'll be real. I don't care if Brentford win. I don't care if they lose. I'm not, as a Chelsea fan, looking at Brentford's results and saying that's good news for us because they're near. Nope. Nope. There's certain people I will acknowledge in this race for Champions League, and there's certain teams I will refuse to acknowledge. I will acknowledge Manchester United because they got one game a week. They got some good players, and they're Manchester United. As much as I take the piss, I will acknowledge. I will acknowledge, of course, Liverpool. I will acknowledge Aston Villa. I should be able to acknowledge Tottenham, but it's getting to that point now where you just don't. And Newcastle as well, you know, they have gone on a run recently and they're now in the conversation. I'm not acknowledging nobody else. I'm not acknowledging Brentford and Sunderland and no, not doing it. These are not my ops. I refuse to be in beef and in war with these teams. I don't care what they're doing. I'm not doing it. I wish them nothing but the best. The day I am hating on Brentford, pack it up. Pack it up. I wish them all the best in their future endeavours. If they finish above us, you think I'll be angry with Brentford? I'll give them so much credit. I'll give them so much credit. I'll be like, you know what? With that budget, with who you've lost and the managerial chain, bro. Big credit to you. Hey, Caicedo's shot. That was close. Just wide. We're actually playing some good football today, I think. We're moving the ball around nicely. I said on DR, I'm actually confident for Napoli. I don't know why. I just feel like Conte in Europe is a crime against nature from the beginning of his managerial career to the bitter end. He just doesn't seem to perform in Europe in the Champions League. All of his teams just don't perform. And also the fact that they need to win, I think, benefits us because now we get the space and we get them open. They open up a bit, maybe. I don't know what Conte's going to do, but you'd assume if they need to win the game, they're not going to be as stiff. So it's not even a joke. Like, we're actually more likely to drop points at home to Paphos than at home to Barcelona. People think it's funny. People think we're joking. When Chelsea fans say this, people think we're mucking about. But it's so serious. It's so real. We're actually more likely to drop points to Paphos or Union Saint-Germain or or Kayet than we are to Barcelona. That was a good cross. Yeah, that's great defending. Who's that? Is that Chalobah? No. That's a brilliant piece of defending. That was good defending. Santos getting back. $18 minutes. Who am I supporting today? Obviously, I want Man United to win. That's not even a question. Like I said, everybody can eat, man. If you want Champions League qualification, you can get it yourself. I'm not even really hating the teams around us, bro. Like, I know they're gonna be inconsistent. All I've been in on this channel is top 4 races. I know how the thing goes. It's not about anyone else, it's about yourself. If you play to a level and show a level of consistency, then you ain't got a problem. You don't need to worry about top 4, top 5. But if you want to act like an idiot, then yeah, you can worry and you can be in the shit. So I ain't hating on these teams in the race with us. I'm just focusing on us because we are in control of our own destiny. It's not like Premier League title race. You could put up 95 points and the other team could put up 97 and just ruin your whole life. This is not that. So for Man United, of course I want them to beat Arsenal. Of course. Because I know they can go and lose the following weekend to Bournemouth or whoever they're playing. That was a great strike in the game at Newcastle from Buendia, I think it is, to take the lead at St. James's Park to bounce back from the defeat against Everton last week. Aston Villa 1-0 at St. James's. It's a great strike, top corner. Ugh. It looks like it gets a deflection, but it doesn't. Buendia's just got that nice lift on it, man. He's really dug in and just got the whip and the dip, and it's a beautiful strike from Buendia. Brilliant strike. Something that you'd see from Morgan Rogers this season from Villa. He's just replicated it. Big goal. If they go there and win, I'll be amazed because I actually thought Newcastle would probably bounce back. Not bounce back, but would beat them there. I think that's what I predicted, but 1-0. Caicedo yellow card, yeah. I've enjoyed our midfield today. The balance has been there. I think we've kept the ball well. We've moved it around well, progressed it well. I'm enjoying watching Caicedo and Santos in this double pivot. Very good football. Ah, Cucurella. Fuck. Pass was never really on, unless he was going to get left on it. Yeah, I'm enjoying the balance in the midfield. It's like a I know it's a 4-2-3-1, but it feels like a 4-3-3. It's got balance. You've got the creativity of or passing variety of Enzo. You've got the ground coverage behind him or off him with Santos and Caicedo. It doesn't feel like they're playing through our midfield. It doesn't feel like we're easy to play through. They're going out wide, getting the crosses in, which is what they should have to do. And we just got to defend the box properly. And like I said, the triangles and a little build up and the passing, progressing, we're playing the ball forward. But yeah, it's just been good. I think the midfield is good. It feels calm. It doesn't feel rushy. It doesn't feel mad, But we need to hit some shots on target. We've had a couple of moments. But Henderson needs to get to work. 22 minutes gone. Yeah, mob is always half an hour before the game kicks off. Half an hour. If I have, no, I don't know. I'll see what time this game finishes and see if I can do a review or not. Let's see. I don't know. I just assume I won't have time. Saw. Walton, Saw. Walton. It was a nice idea, but very difficult pass. Very, very difficult pass. Here's Cucurella. Neto. Go on. Go. You got space. No one should be catching you. Go. Yeah, to be fair, he will catch you. Do you know what? He's one to keep an eye on. I like this Lecroix guy. I like him, I think he's also a very, very good centre-back. How old is he? I remember him being a wonder kid on Football Manager when he was at Wolfsburg. Anyone who's been watching Palace like maybe every week, let me know. But from what I've seen of him, I do like him. 25, 6'4". B-Tech Saliba. FIFA, bro, he was a legend on FIFA. FIFA and Football Manager, yeah, he was brilliant, bro. I always used to get him. I always used to purchase him, bro. He's quick. I like him. He's French, innit, as well. That's the thing. I don't even know, bro. Centre backs, France, or France in general. They're just producing. They're just producing a lot. They're producing a lot. Not sure about the ball playing. Obviously, Mark Gurr, he done very well on the ball playing side of things as well, both footed and playing through the lines and all sorts. So I know we've already got three French centre backs, but we got the wrong ones. That's the thing. We got the wrong ones, fam. How the hell we managed to make that happen? How the hell? He's a B side. I hear it. I hear it. We need an A side. We actually have so many B side centre backs. We need an A side. The A sides are very unrealistic for us. Like Bastoni's not leaving Italy. People keep bringing up Bastoni. He's not leaving Inter. He's not leaving Italy. These Italians, they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave Italy, man. All we've seen is Aquilani, and then we saw Calafiori, and that gap. Like, bro, the Italians just don't want to be here. Aquilani, bro, and Calafiori. It ain't easy. You got to manipulate the shit out of them to get them over here. Lie through your teeth to get them over here. Well, Yildiz is Turkish, so that's different. He's just playing in Italy. Tonali's a shout, but Tonali, I don't know. Did they know that he was doing a little bit of dodgy shit on the side, and then they wanted to get rid, and he needed to flee the country? I don't know, man. That's a spooky one. That's a spooky one. He might have needed to flee the country. He might have got kicked out of Italy. You know, that's a different one. That's a that's a different one, bro. Jorginho, yeah. But Jorginho only came here because of Sarri. Like, Jorginho literally, Sarri, oh my God, we almost conceded. Jorginho literally came with Sarri. That was like a double deal. That was the package. That was the package. That was a long throw that we failed to defend. I don't know why in the fuck we're flicking on this damn... That was Reece James. We're flicking on... We're flicking on the long throw. We're saying, yo, let's make it more dangerous. We're flicking it on for them. Scamacca, yeah, shout. But then he didn't last long here. Vicario, yeah. Gigi, but he obviously was in Paris. Yeah, there's actually quite a few examples, to be fair. More recent. I don't know what we're doing. Flicking on people's thrones. We need to sort ourselves out. Could have conceded. I don't trust us on long throws. We don't seem to know how to defend long throws at all. Palace are playing out. We need to have a shot on target. We need to shoot. Half an hour in. Need Esteval on it more. On the ball more. Need to get the ball over to him more. He'll make things happen. We should be doing most of our play down the right. Especially when Reece James is in that vicinity with him. We've effectively got 4 guys on this pitch that can play midfield now because of Reece James. So it's like possession should not even be a problem. And chance creation. But yeah, we need to get that ball to Esteval a lot more. That's the key here. Udogi's Italian. He is, isn't he, actually? And he came from Udinese, I think. I can't remember where he came. Here's Cucurella. Fucking hell, Cucurella. Oh my days, that was poor. That was poor. That was poor. Really, really poor. Reece James. Sanchez. Somehow, I was going to say we played out and then we've given it away. Here's Walton. What a shot. Adam Walton, you are tapped. That is a shocking pass, bro. We got out of jail. That is a shocking pass from Adam Walton. Shocking pass. That is a shocker. I'll be real. That gets magnified a hell of a lot more when you play for a bigger club. So, that's crazy work. I don't know what he's doing there with that pass. This is why I say I like our midfield, because I actually don't look at, even though I rate Adam Walton a lot, I don't look at Adam Walton and think, oh yeah, that's a £100 million player and he just comes into our team and then our life just changes completely. Like he's a really, really good talent. But when he doesn't play well, people don't really see it. People don't see the weight of passes sometimes not being there, the shots ballooning over the bar. He's not like when we was going for Gerrard, you know what I mean? And we had Lampard already and a Ballack, like, man slapping in goals from long range and he's carrying Liverpool like bona fide world class. Oh my God, you must break the bank. Like, it's just not that anymore with these players. These players are all really good players, but none of them are like changing your life, especially not in midfield. I like I always say, I rate our midfield super highly. We need to find the balance, but in terms of the individuals, I rate all of the individuals. And obviously, Lavia's part of that if he could actually stay fit. So there's the one part of the pitch I don't look at and I'm not envious of what anybody else has got. And I don't look at what everybody else has got and think, oh, man, I need that. Obviously, there's other top midfielders in the world. You don't turn your nose up at Pedri and all these guys. But, you know, it's not the part of the pitch I'm looking at thinking, yeah, we need to splash crazy, crazy money. It's every other part of the pitch. So you may as well, you know, you may as well say you got something. You're leaving with something because, boy, the other parts, they could do with some... That's a poor pass, Palace. Esteval in behind. 1v1. They're tracking him. Esteval. Yes! The kid has spoken! The knee slide isn't what it needs to be, but the kid has spoken! Esteval William puts Chelsea 1-0 up. One chance, one goal. The kid is special. He's not really been involved in the game that much. I was saying like 5 minutes ago, need to get this kid involved in the game a hell of a lot more. And Crystal Palace got him involved in the game. Crystal Palace said, we hear you. We salute you. We want you to see Esteval. And what a pass, what an assist. And by the way, I was like, is he going to get caught? Is he going to get bullied? Is the duel going to get to him in terms of the composure, the moment? Nope. 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 Man has carried, and then composure. Ruthless. We love Esteval. We love Steve. Thank God for Steve. If not for Steve, where would we be? Mentally. Mentally, I say. Mentally. We need Steve. That's clinical. That's clinical. You know, I've seen our other attackers have these opportunities. Hit the keeper. Wide. Take too long. Get bullied, shrugged. Not Steve. 18 years old. In behind. Bang. Brilliant. I'm not gonna say like the thing is with Steve, like I've not actually seen him in those 1v1 positions a lot for us. Most of his goals or his big moments have been from, you know, angles that are just absurd, or he's been off that right hand side, and it's, you know, it's not like a gilt-edged chance that he's got. It's just like a moment, and he's just maximized it. Whereas that is like a gilt-edged chance. Are you gonna actually turn up and be ruthless? And he was, and he was. We don't really get to see it too often. It's very rare that we even get 1v1s. You could probably count how many 1v1 opportunities we've had in behind a defense, like on one hand this season. It really doesn't happen very often. You don't get to see Delap 1v1 with a goalkeeper very often. Et cetera, et cetera. So that was nice. That's a nice little tick. And we needed that goal, man, because it was starting to drag. I think we started the game really well. We are playing good football. We haven't tested the keeper enough, and then it was getting a bit draggy. We needed something. Bring a bit more life back into this game. I was starting to misplace passes and do up fuckery. Do up foolishness. We always score with less possession. Maybe we need to stop having the ball. Maybe we need to stop having the ball. Badiasho's been awful today. I agree. Oh my God, he's actually been awful. Oh my God, Badiashile. Badiashile! Badiashile! You need to come off this pitch. What is this performance? Every time you have the ball, you're losing it. You're kicking it at the opposition press. You're doing up madness. What are we gonna do with you? See, this is why he's actually on my sell list. And I'm not saying he's gonna go somewhere and tank. I actually think Badiashile could go La Liga and do a very, very well for himself. I think he's good. I think he can have an upstanding citizen career. You know, I don't think he has to be a bozo for life. I don't think he's that. But I don't have time for this. I don't know what is going on in your brain. I don't know why you're all discombobulated and not functioning correctly, but we don't have the time for your awkward nonsense. We need serious defenders, man. We need serious defenders. And this brother's giving me the heebie-jeebies, bro. I'll be honest. He's giving me the heebie-jeebies. And you've been here a while. I know you've had injuries and it's unfortunate, but you're giving me the heebie-jeebies, bro. I can't keep doing this any longer. I need a serious team. Need to stop being so we need to be ruthless, man. We need to be ruthless. Like, he's not a kid. Badiashile's, what, 24? Like, I know it's not the peak for a defender, but we should now be seeing what that looks like for him in terms of 26th of March, he's turning 25. We should be seeing signs of, you know, is this it or is it not? And unfortunately, I can't trust him right now. Got a lot of trust issues. But that's why I said we should be looking at a left footer, because he's the only left footer outside of Colwell. I'm not counting Hato for what kind of business I'm trying to conduct with the level of consistency I need from a centre-back in a 4 over 38 games. You're not meant to be rotating your centre-backs. Hato is depth. Hato is developing. Hato is a teenager. So he doesn't count for me. You know, we need someone that's going to come in here, set levels, and lead this defense, marshal it, run it, bring everybody else around them up a level. Don't bring them down. That's what we need. We actually don't need any more wonder kids, any future stars. We actually have already plenty of that. Do you know what those future stars and that potential could do with? A top centre-back that is just entering their prime or in their prime, that is going to coach them, look after them, improve them, and make them fulfill their potential on the football pitch. Just as Desai did for John Terry, and just as John Terry did for Gary Cahill, and just as et cetera, et cetera. That's how I think it should be. Man said Hato and Josh partnership. My Lord Jesus. What are you cooking up? What in the development is going on here? Yeah, of course you need chemistry as well. Bastoni is what everybody talks about, but it's not going to happen. And I'm not even necessarily blaming the club for that. It's Bastoni, Italian centre back. It doesn't have much weight in the history of the Italy. No one could get Maldini out of Milan. No one could get Nesta. No one could get Chiellini. No one could get Bazzagli. No one could get Bonucci. Like, no one could get these guys. Real Madrid didn't take them. Bayern Munich didn't take. No one took these guys out of there. So I'm not even saying, oh, how did you not take Bastoni? No one's taking him. He's still there. No. If some other club comes in now and takes him out of there, then I might look at us and be like, yo, why couldn't we do that? But no one's taking him out of there. He hasn't even flirted with the idea of leaving. There's not even a rumor. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes some players are just off limits. Like, it's just not happening. You just can't get them. You can have Roman's wallet. You can have consortium cash. You can have whatever you want. Restrictions, no restrictions. Some players are actually just off limits. Like, you're just not getting them. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's just reality. And Bastoni has never been a target. It's never been a thing that could happen. It's just a pipe dream that we all talk about, but it's not actually on the cards at all. It's not on the cards. That's what you call an unrealistic expectation. Brentford, did they score? Did they equalise? Nope. Should have scored. 1v1. Real Madrid got Cannavaro. Yeah, they did. And they're Real Madrid. And look, that's the only example we have. You know, that says it all. Look what it took. It took the biggest club in football in a Galactico glittered era where they got Beckham and Ronaldo R9 and all these Roberto Carloses and look at that. That's the only example, like, out of that era of Italian defenders. That just goes to show how difficult it is. They built a Galactico team. Do you know who was on the phone to Cannavaro begging him to come to Madrid? Oh, Esteval. Fuck! Part of me thought maybe 2-0 as I was watching him absolutely gallop down that right-hand side, again in behind. Look at the space. Bang, bang, bang. I think he's maybe caught in two minds. Is he trying to cross? I don't know. I think he's trying to cross it. Or is it a shot? I think it's a shot, actually. It's not actually that far away, you know. It's not actually that far away. It's almost like a cross shot. It's maybe too much power in it to be a cross. I don't know. It's got to beat the defender. It's unfortunate. It's something that maybe João Pedro could have got his head on, but he couldn't keep up with the pace of the ball. The way it was struck, just too quick to get to. But yeah, unfortunate. He's left-footed, yeah, but his right foot is very good. Do you know what? This is why Semenyo would have been so good, bro. Look at what Semenyo is doing on the right wing. Semenyo is cutting in on his left foot and just wrapping it, bro. Wrapping it. This brother, he played left wing for Bournemouth all the time. You've seen him shoot on his right. You've seen him strike that ball. And look at him on the left. Man, he's just caressing the ball in the corner constantly. It's like, bro, we could have had that, bro. That is what we could have had. Obviously, my target initially was Rodrigo, and I still rate Rodrigo, not flip-flopping. I wanted Osimhen when I did my 5 things. But then my kind of other players that I would have been buzzing with would have been like, yeah, Katike's and yeah, Semenyos or... But, bro, this... I didn't even realize... I don't even think I even realized how good he could be off the right. He's even better on the right than I thought. You know what I mean? I just, when I thought about him, I said, yeah, we're going to get him and he's got to go on the left. But the guy can really shoot on that left foot coming off the right. It's not even just an option for him. It's an actual, I will do it. You know? I will do it. With confidence, with chest. It's mad. Here's Sanchez. Good pass. Neto got very lucky. If you see what Neto was trying to do and then what ended up happening, boy, He tried to first time pass that, and the pass wasn't really on. So it's a good thing that he ended up tripping over the ball and just retaining it, because we would have given up possession. Big up, bro. Yeah, so, bro, Semenyo's got too many tools to not, like, see something. I hear it when people say he's not world-class, he's not elite. I'm not saying he's world-class or elite, but what I'm saying is we're overcomplicating it. The guy can dribble. The guy's strong. The guy can shoot off both feet. The guy presses. The guy works hard. Like, the standard of winger is too low to be seeing all of those qualities and then be like, nah, I'm not sure. Like, we don't have the luxury of that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have the luxury of saying, oh, I'm not sure about Semenyo. Look at the fucking standard of wingers that we're seeing in the big teams right now. It's peak, bro. It's peak. We got wingers that can't dribble. We got wingers that can't shoot, can't cross. Brother, we ain't got time to be questioning Semenyo both-footed. You know what I mean? We ain't got time for it. It's a foul on Jao. No. It's nearly half-time. Nearly half-time. Santos doing well. Yeah, I'm enjoying the midfield, man. I'm enjoying the midfield today. If like I said, obviously Palmer's a massive blow. If we are going to move forward without him and let him get the recovery and the treatment he needs, this has got to be the midfield, hasn't it? It's got to be Enzo, Santos, Caicedo. Lavia's injured, Isigo is injured, and this is why we're interested potentially in Douglas Luiz, is that we just need another three-man midfield option so we can continue this, because we don't have the depth because of the injuries. So I hear the midfield link, because we actually don't have the numbers to play this three-man midfield every game if we want to rotate. It's just, who is that third midfielder going to be? And are you actually going to go and get it? Trying to think who we have out on loan. When we're talking about improving this team, is there anybody that is out there that can come in? And, I made a call for Santos before. Last season, I think it was, I wanted him in January to come back. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I want to come back in January that we've already got that can come in and improve this team. Part of me says, after all this centre-back link, just use what you have. But I don't really want to dash a 20-year-old centre-back into our centre-back issues. I don't really think that's fair. I'd rather them get the pre-season, get time to work with the coach and really bed in slowly and nicely. I don't think this is a centre-back environment to be bringing in young players into. We've already got, players we can do that with that are on the bench. Quenda, there's no point. You're not gonna move a winger on. It's really centre mid I'm thinking about, to be honest. It's the only position we're very light in for this three-man midfield, and Palmer's injury issues. But I can't think of anyone. I'm trying to think what centre midfielders we have out on loan. I can't think of anyone at the moment. All right, half-time. It's been I actually think it's been a good first half. Obviously, we need to do more in terms of shots on target, testing Henderson, but I think we've played good football. I think we've played good football for decent spells. We've not dominated the whole half. It's not been, straightforward the whole way through. But I think we've got a grip of the game. I think we've got a control of the game for most parts. There's been some dodgy moments. I mean, Badiashile is the main culprit today. Reece James had a very bad moment as well with the flick on. But Badiashile is the constant issue for me. He is the one that is constantly in the thick of it when it comes to errors and issues. I don't know. Let's see who's on the bench. I don't know if you guys want to hook him at half time. Is it that bad for you where you just want to hook him? You have Hato there who could play on the left side of a back three. If you wanted to shift it and put Chalobah in the middle, put Reece James, and then Cucurella would become whatever he becomes. That is your option if you want to keep that left-footed kind of option in there. We've seen Achampong play on the left-hand side before as well. I don't really want to see Fofana on the left side personally. And I definitely don't want to see him in the middle of a back three in terms of playing out from the back. I always want to see him as a wide defender, preferably on the right. So those are your options. I might actually run a poll for that, actually. Because I feel like Badiashile is the one that everybody's looking at. I'm going to go through Super Chats in a minute. I feel like everyone's looking at Badiashile side-eye thinking, are you gonna... Cucurella's not been great either. Can I just say? Cucurella's not been great either. Cucurella's been giving the ball away a bit too much. And he's not at the level that he was at previously. Like, he's had a drop-off. You could even say Caicedo has had a drop-off this season. You absolutely could. He has not played Player of the Year level. But I think if I'm picking one that is constantly a culprit in terms of this type of stuff, whereas with Caicedo, with Cucurella, they've got a lot of credit in the bank. You can say, all right, second half, have a word and they'll fix up. I think Badiashile is the one that hasn't got that credit. So you're looking at him side-eye and thinking, are you going to fix up or are you going to keep doing this? So let me ask. I'm going to put all the options. You guys get the votes in. We've got Fofana. We've got Hato. We've got Achampong. And I'm even going to give you a wild card option. I'm going to give you Reece James goes to centre-back because he has done it before. And in comes Gusto. That's a wild card. So Gusto would go right back. Reece James would go into centre-back with Chalobah. And then it would go like that. But that's a wild card because I can't think of anything else. There's nothing else there. So yeah, let's see what you guys say on that. That's an interesting one. Reece James played centre-back against Liverpool, I think, when we were plagued with injuries. He moved in there for like last 15, 20 minutes or whatever it was. So yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Why are we always playing Reece James out of position? Reece James, for me, I am incredibly blessed that he is available. I am incredibly happy, fortunate, grateful that he's available. I don't give a shit where Reece James is playing. I've said this before. I don't care. If Reece James is available, job done. Reece James is a footballer. He can play centre-back. He could play right-back. He could play in a back three. He could play in a back four. If he was physically able to do the job, he has already shown he will play at wing-back. He will play central midfield. I believe he will even play box-to-box. He will play six. I don't give a damn where Reece James is. As long as Reece James is on this pitch, I am a happy, content man. So because of the weaknesses in other areas and the imbalances in different parts of the pitch, sometimes you got to move Reece James in there to balance it. And that's just a testament to how good he is. So I don't really care if Reece James has to go centre-back. If that's what gets us 3 points because Badiashile's on some fuckery, then that's what gets us 3 points. At the end of the day, and I said it last weekend, and yes, I went to the Paphos game. I wanted more of an experience because I'm out here now. And I get it. From a match-going perspective, I can't speak for the match goers, and I always say this. I will not tell other Chelsea fans what to do. They're spending their money. They're making their travels. They're trekking across the country, overseas. I don't say that to keep the peace, to sit on the fence, to not piss people off. That's not why I say it. I say it because you only know your own experience. And if I'm going to the games every week, putting down the P's, I probably want to be entertained. I'll be real. I want the results, but I also want to enjoy the experience. Football sport is an entertainment. When we talk about boxing, when we talk about tennis, we talk about F1, we talk about sport, we want to be entertained. That's literally what this is. This is entertainment. So it's a form of art, right? Same as film, etc. So for me, I get it. I wanted to be entertained on Wednesday. If I was here at home, I probably still would have been wanted to be entertained, but I probably would have stomached the situation a bit better. So, yeah, for me, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? I do get it. And I think with Reece, but like I said, back to my point, I am also trying. I just want results, bro. Like especially in the league, Champions League, Paphos, there was an opportunity to get the goal difference up. You know, there's 8 teams vying for the same 13 points. You know, we could have potentially put ourselves in an even better position. But we're already there. We just got to win. But with this Premier League thing, we just need results. I'm watching Liverpool. I'm watching all these teams dropping points, doing up madness, including ourselves. We just need the points. If it was Maresca, I would probably be more harsh on the performances, the system, the way of play, because he's got the time already under the belt. So we need to see the progression, the improvement. But Liam is fresh. Liam is fresh. I don't know if Liam wants to do this, that, the third, but he doesn't even have the time, or he can't even prioritize it because it's 2 games a week. There's no preseason. And the players are fitness-wise still struggling a little bit, some of them from the Club World Cup. So I'm not making excuses, but I'm just saying it's a different ball game now with Liam. It's just results. If you come in here and you get results and you get the winning mentality and the winning kind of feeling in the team where it's like, we're here to do jobs, we're here to get jobs done, I can rock with that. I can rock with that for now. Absolutely. So today is all about the result. And if Reece James got to go into centre-back, get it done. If we got to go to a back 5 in the last 10 minutes because we clearly aren't clinical to get the second goal, you get it done. You get it done. Need Esteval more involved, seeing too much Neto. I agree. Neto is the player that he has the last touch. Neto is the person that you play the ball in behind and he's running onto it. Neto is the person that's on the back post and he crashes in. He's the guy that takes the last touch. I don't want Neto on the halfway line figuring things out. I don't want Neto involved in combination play. I don't want Neto on the ball getting a lot of touches. I don't want that. That's Esteval. That's Gittins, more so as well. Even when you saw Paphos, he went jinky-majinky through a couple players and then cut back. Those two are the ones that are the touch ones, touch volume, and the other two, Garnacho and Neto, no touches. Don't touch the football. If you don't touch the football, you're probably having a good performance. You know what I'm saying? The little touches, final touches, that's it for you. How can we expect Moises Caicedo to keep showing up when Isigo and Lavia are scamming us getting injured in training? This is the thing. This Isigo guy was meant to be Caicedo depth. We ain't seen him once in a Chelsea shirt in a competitive game. It's mad. It's mad. And remember, I wasn't even really trying to even see the Isigo thing because I didn't know him. And I really liked Leslie Okachuku. I really liked Leslie Okachuku. Again, some of the players we bring in, the young ones, I actually end up liking them. But we don't use them. We don't use them. And I'm just like, it's just jarring. Because I think, listen, some people will not think that this is the case and some people will. I think Leslie Okachuku, right now, as a depth option, it's not what we need in terms of guarantees, John Obi Mikel, but, you know, in terms of what we do and what we have, he could have been a part of this. He could have been a part of it. He would not have stood out like a sore thumb, in my opinion, in that midfield when needed as depth in cup games and off the bench to add a little bit more mobility and more, you know, more coverage across the ground when Enzo's getting tired and all these things. So I don't know. United fans still think it's 2008. Bare tragic. Santos has been good, has been so good, which is playing deeper, which proves that we don't have another player for Enzo since Isigo and Santos are the best in the same role. All right. Clear Lake turned Chelsea into Brighton 2.0. That's from Glow. All right, cool. We've gone through the super chats. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, but it is what it is. I don't know what's going on with the medical situation with these players, man. Lavia is not new information to us. That is that's a long way back. I don't know what's going on with the new kid. I don't know. I don't know if he had any injury issues before he came here. If he was notoriously known for this, I don't think he was. So I don't know what is going on, bro. Because he was meant to be back. And he keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and delayed and delayed and delayed. So, I don't know. At this point, you're talking about loaning someone out in the summer. He needs a loan because he's been out for a whole year. He's not played no football. I'm not expecting you to come in here when you're fit and turn up. I don't even know who you are. We saw little glimpses in pre-season, but It's not enough. We've seen glimpses from loads of people in preseason before, and then things went left. He needs a loan. He actually needs a loan next season. He can't be trusted to come on and after a year out like that, no experience in the first team. That's crazy work. So yeah, hopefully, you know, if he goes to like a Strasbourg or something, then I can actually see what he's on. What's the vote saying? 45% for Fofana, 13% for Hato, 27% for Achampong, 15% for James Gusto. Fair, fair, fair. Fair. My only caveat to that is if I'm doing that, I'm moving Chalobah across and I'm putting Fofana where Chalobah is right now. That's what I'm doing. Chalobah's got to move across. If Fofana comes on, Chalobah's got to move across. I don't want to see Fofana in the middle of a back three. I'd rather Chalobah in the middle, because he's done it before. Yeah. Right, I'm sure the second half's going to kick off soon. You've got Gittins, Garnacho, Veneto, if you want. But it's not going to happen this early. Let me get the timer ready, actually, because we are going to kick off second half now. But yeah, if we could just... My prediction was 2-0. I just need the same... Not the same. I need a gradual improvement in the final third, because I'm not going to ask for the world, because I'm not going to get it. I'd need a gradual improvement in the final third, get that second goal, and this game needs to be finishing like that, and that's it. We leave. Limit Palace to chances. Job done. Professional. I need that second goal. That's my score prediction there, 2-0. So let's see if we can get a job done. I'm not here for the glitz and glamour. I'm not going to lie. I just said we should win the game, which we should. But I don't need any champagne. I don't need any champagne. Come on, Chelsea. Second half. Big up the chat. 3.6k in the building, man. Much appreciated. We'll see what time this game finishes. But like I said, I think you guys are all thinking about, okay, after this, we're going to watch Arsenal United anyway. So we may as well just put the review out after that's all done. And then we can all just review together as one. "45 minutes. Here's Esteval. Caicedo. Cucurella. Good. Yes. Yes. Oh. And also, a note about Palace. In the second half, they tend to struggle because they don't have the fitness because of the Conference League. I don't know if they played Conference League this week or if that is already wrapped. I think it's wrapped, actually. I think that wrapped before. They already are in the playoffs. They didn't qualify in the top 8. They didn't play Conference League. But usually, so maybe it's null and void today, but usually if they had the Conference League, they'd be struggling in the second half and they'd be dropping off because they don't have the depth and then they fatigue and then all that stuff. But I think today it's irrelevant, unfortunately. Bro, my timer is way off. The fuck? I'll sort it out, chat. Ball in, please. Oh, I punched away. Well, I'm on 47 minutes. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so far. I'm gonna sync it up on 48 minutes. You got these long throws is what I'm most nervous about. These long throws. Every time there's a long throw, I'm bricking it. Oh, this is not going to be in sync. Just around too much, but it's close. It's about 7 seconds. Good. Esteval? Oh no. And the thing is now, he'll leave Neto on, and if it's a sub, he might even bring Garnacho on because of the pace. He'll be looking for that running behind now with this Palace. You can see Palace already are much more open. They're throwing people forward a bit. The line is high. They're trying to respond. We already saw it with the goal. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of space to capitalize on, and he's going to want that pace now. So he's going to be looking at Netos, and he's going to be looking at Garnachos. But let's see, because if we get the second goal early, then he might go to Gittins for a little bit more control. Pedro. Steve. Oh, okay. João Pedro. Make the right decision. Hey. Yes! Come on! 2-0 to Chelsea. João Pedro gets the goal. 2 in the last 2. Come on! He's starting to put up some goals. At long last, João Pedro. He's starting to put up some goals. In the last few games. It's needed. Big. We need this guy to rediscover what we saw in America. It's a long way to get there, but he's got to do it. It's a big thing for us. Great ball in behind. So Esteval's what? Goal and assist. Check, chop, through the legs. I love it. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. The two Brazilians combining. First time ball over the top. Great finish. Low and hard. Through the legs. It's always difficult for a keeper to get down quickly. They got to try and save it with their feet. And if it just... So often the ball just goes through the legs like that. It just ricochets and all these things. I'm buzzing, man. If there's one attacker that I just need to just show that he is not like the others, it's that guy right there, João Pedro. Because technically, there's something there. So just differential. You know, you need to separate yourselves. Separate yourself from the muck. I need you to show that you're not a part of the problem. You need to be part of the solution. That's a big finish. That's a big finish, big goal. And now look at the spacing behind. We might have some fun, chat. 2-0. We might have some fun. Esteval. No ref. Okay. Oh, man, I'm so happy, man. And if there's someone that I want to score goals in this attack, it's João Pedro. Like, if I had to pick an attacker to go and have a run of hot form, it's him. Because I think out of everyone, it will do like him the most good in terms of it will actually potentially, hopefully, not be a fluke, not be a flash in the pan. It actually might have some longevity to it. That's good, man. That's big goal, man. We very rarely kill a team off, and we're not fully there yet. Third goal would really do it, but we very rarely get that second goal, man. Very rarely. How many times have we taken the lead this season, guys? Brighton, Sunderland, Atalanta. Countless games, guys, we've taken the lead 1-0. We're leading at halftime or whatever, and then we don't get the second goal. It's happened. No team has thrown away leads more than us this season. We're like bottom 3 for leading a game and then not winning, not collecting those points. We throw away leads all the time. This is a huge goal, this second goal. It's a goal that we don't tend to get. Massive. Now we just need to use our brains and manage this game. This is the professional performance I need. This is what I asked for. Just a nice professional performance. Focus, clean sheet, limit chances, catch them on the break. This is what we need. This is big. Big goal, man. There's no guarantees we get it, as we know. So we have to enjoy. We have to enjoy. Javon's telling me my striker, he's playing as a 9. Fairs. Listen, if João Pedro proves that he can, it's too early for this conversation because it's literally 2 goals in 2 games. We get too giddy. But no one will be happier than me in this nasty striker climate if this guy can actually do what he's needed to do in this position, bro. But it's gonna take a proper goal tally for the full season to convince me. I'm not gonna just now start jumping up and down and, oh yeah, we found our solution. We get too giddy. He needs to put down numbers and he needs to be evidence over a long period of time. But if there's a position that you don't want to have to go back into the market because it's dark out there, it's this one. So we already missed out on Ekatike. So this is big if he can do it. But long way to go, chap. Long way to go. Long way to go. Sanchez, he better be all right. It's like he wanted to throw it, but then he stopped, and then I don't know what was going on. It's like he changed his mind. He was going to go with a quick counter. He needs to be careful. Has he handled that outside the line? I think he's all right. Then he's fouled. He's probably just about going to get away with that, but he's lucky. He's lucky because he looked like he was gonna take it out of the box anyway, all on his own. He's very lucky. "55 minutes. Clinical from João Pedro as well, because I think that's his first shot of the game, guys. I don't think João Pedro's had a shot prior to that. We had a shot with Enzo. We had a shot with Caicedo. Obviously, Esteval's goal. We haven't had many shots. He's certainly not had any shots. He's only got 1 more goal, Ekatike. Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Like, he was in really good form and then he kind of tailed off and he didn't score for a while. But for me, Ekatike is not just even the goals. Like, I can see it in the performance. I can see it in the general gameplay. Like, that's a striker that I would have really wanted. Because I think okay, cool, maybe he's not going to hit stupid tallies this season, but I think he's going to be certified. And also, it's not even that I don't want to have João Pedro here. I would have just loved to have João Pedro and Ekatike alongside him. Have both of them. Because I'm greedy. You know what I'm saying? Just have both. Just get both. And then let them fight for the position, or they can even play together. You're laughing. That's what I would have liked. But no, I can see it in Ekatike's finishing that he's one that got away. Esteval, really good shot, but it's saved by Henderson. I love this guy. He takes responsibility, man. He takes shots. And they're good shots as well, Esteval. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to shoot. If João Pedro needs to hit 15 goals. That's what I said at the start of the season. Bare minimum, you got to hit 15 goals. Anybody who's coming in to replace Jackson, they need to be hitting minimum 15 goals. If you're not hitting what he's hit, then it's not good enough. And really, at Chelsea, the goal has got to be 20 after that. And that's it. No ifs, no buts. He's on 7 goals in the Prem. Long way to go. Long way to go. Here's Reece James. Esteval. James. Ball in. Oh my days! Oh my days! Oh my days! Is that not handball? Are we not going to VAR that, ref? Because that's an open goal. That's an open goal, bro. It must be handball. Must be handball. Ball comes in, James. Oh, do you know what they're going to say? Guys, you know what they're going to say with that one? They're going to say, bro, his arm's in a natural body position and it's too close and you can't get out the way in time and he can't, it's not, that's what they're going to say. If they're doing a VAR, that's what they'd say. I don't think we're going to get that. But they're doing the check, but I don't think we're going to get that. Unless I've misjudged this, I don't think we're going to get that one. Because it's not like his arm's out here or there. It's really here. And it's just hit him there. I don't think we're going to get that, guys. And it's really close as well. It's not, the distance between the two is quite close. But to be fair, I don't even know what the rules are anymore. So we might get it. I don't know. The rules change every day. I don't know anymore what the rule is. So let's see. It's a win-win. If I get a correct score, great. If we go 3-0 up, great. Preferably, I'll take the 3-0 because I'm not really trying to see Palace get one back and then squeaky bum. That's not a penalty, guys. I'll be real. We can't really claim that. His hand is down. Where else is he going to put his hand? If you put your hand anywhere else, you're actually then making yourself bigger to block the shot. I don't think we're going to get that. I'm not really bothered about that. I'm not going to lie. I know it's stopping a goal. I know, but he can't have one arm. He's making a block. He can't have one arm. Like, where you can't put your arm anywhere else. You know what I mean? For me, that's more common sense. I don't know. It depends how people want to do this. But for me, there needs to be more common sense refereeing. There needs to be more common sense officiating. His arm is part of his body. He has 2 arms. They have to be somewhere. Where is it going to be? Where's it going to be? Where's he going to put it? Is he going to put his arm behind his back? Is he going to put his arm on top of his head? Is he going to take his arm off and throw it in the crowd? Well, where do you want his arm to go? So, but to me, I don't really give a shit. Because we sometimes don't get what we need and then we, when we deserve a penalty for something, we don't get it. So I don't really give a damn. But for me, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't give that. I wouldn't give that. But I don't know what the rules are. That would just be common sense. But if they've given it, they've given it. I think it's going in. It's going in. So it is basically stopping a goal. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's stopping a goal. So if that's the rule, can't stop your arm being there has literally stopped it from going in the back of the net. So from that point of view, you can't really say anything. Given. Okay. Cool. Thank you very much. I'll take it. I ain't complaining. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. After review. This is going to be a nice scoreline. Yeah. Nothing he can do, but he still stopped it from going in the goal. It's peak. Who's going to take the pen? Enzo. Ooh. It's funny because usually, previously, there'll be some bickering and some arguing and some, oh, I want to take the pen. No, nothing. João Pedro just went over there, spudded him and said, have that vice. So João Pedro, even though he's banging in penalties at Brighton, he's not taking the penalties for us. Esteval, he's a great penalty taker, Esteval. He's not taking it. Enzo Fernandez has been taking them. I don't know about Enzo Fernandez. He scored 4 out of his last 5, but there's something about the way he takes them that doesn't make me confident. I still stress when I see him taking it. I don't know why that is. That's just what it is. I just feel stressed. I have no idea why. I feel like it's just because I don't know what he's going to do. I actually don't know what his technique is. Enzo. Yes! And I had no reason to be stressed. It's a brilliant penalty. It's not what I expected. He's put it in the corner that I didn't think he put it in, and the way that he's done it as well is not the way I thought he'd strike it. But listen, it's a clean penalty. 3-0 to the mighty Chelsea. Woo! Come on! This is a good day. This is a good day. This is a great day. It's as great as it gets. Come on. That's a great penalty. Low and hard in the corner. Goalkeeper doesn't even move. Maybe he's giving him the eyes. Yeah, man, nice. I don't know why I don't feel confident when I see him taking a penalty. It's just something, there's just something, I don't know what it is, but he's taking them for a reason. He's putting them in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The haters are leaving in their droves after that 3rd goal. Hey, goodbye. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey, goodbye. Oh, man, I'm telling you. The haters are like, fuck this, man. Fuck this. 2-0, I stick around. 3-0, nah, I got better things to do. Let me see what Newcastle versus Aston Villa is saying. Don't worry, I see you guys. I see you guys walking down the stands, walking down the steps. I see you guys walking down into the back end. I see you guys. I see the concurrent dropping, guys. I see the concurrent. I'm the only YouTuber that will acknowledge when the concurrent is dropping and celebrate it. Let it drop. Let it drop more. Leave. You're not welcome anymore. Leave. Go and watch something else. It's done. It's gonna be a lovely last 25 minutes. 3-0 up, yeah? With 25 minutes to spare, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, man. Nice football. Palace have given up. Glasner doesn't give a shit anyway. He doesn't even want to be here. He might not even make a substitution. He might not even be in the dugout any longer. This is going to be a nice last 25 minutes because 2-0, there's something there. 3-0 is done. It's finished. I'll be honest, it's finished. It's finished. Even Palace won't believe. You know what I'm saying? Even they are done. Yes. Oh, man. This is good, man. This is a really good win. I know Palace are having their problems, but you still got to go and do it. You know what I mean? Especially in this league. Any 3-0 win in this league now, we all need to respect it. I don't care if it's at home to Wolves, away to Palace, or away at Etihad. This Premier League has become too dicey. Too dicey now. Any 3-0 whitewash win is a cooking. It's a good day. I don't want to hear it's only Palace. No. This Premier League is too tough. It's too much respect now for these mid-table teams and these strugglers. Look at these relegation teams that have just come up moving mad. Nah. This is a good day. This is a good day, guys. This is a very good day. We've not had days like this. We've not had many days like this with this Chelsea team. So we're going to enjoy last 22, 23 minutes. This is a proper performance. Proper performance. Away from home as well. It's good. It's good. This is good. What is that going to be? 4 wins in 5 for Liam Rossinia. Not bad. Not bad. Got to go and win that game against Napoli. That'll be like a statement win, maybe, on the continent away from home in Naples. I think it has to be. And then we go from there. I can't remember our next home game. Is it Wolves at home? I can't remember. Cucurella. Neto. Do you know what? Hey, can we get a 4th? Can we get a 4th? Let's really have some fun. Let's get some numbers up, because correct score is finished for me. I ain't getting that correct score, so you know what I mean? No one is. No one on the Big Six predicted 3-0 and all this. So listen, now it's time to eat. Now it's time to eat. I want to see goals. I want to see stat padding. I want to see numbers. I want to see confidence levels going up for Napoli. Or maybe the manager's going to start resting people for Napoli. I don't know. Let's see. But I want to see something. One or the other. Either we start looking after people for Napoli or we see some stat padding. You know what I mean? This is good. Everyone loves a romp. Aston Villa are still winning at Newcastle. That's a big result if they close that. Big result. Did not think they'd go there and win. That's mad. That's actually mad if they go there and win. They'd be level on points with City. Fair play to Villa if they close that. Fair play to Aston Villa. If they close that and they win that game, fair play. And that's off the back of Europe in midweek, no? Obviously, I know Newcastle played midweek as well, but they played a day later against Fenerbahce and won. They won it in Turkey. Bro, that's a big week. It's a big week for Emery to respond. Mateta. Back to Sanchez. Clears. Win that. Cucurella. In behind. Neto. It's a big week for Aston Villa. Neto. 20 minutes to go. Probably going to start making subs. João Pedro. Loose touch. Fuck is that? What that noise is. Very loose touch. Oh, my camera's dead. Oh, blood fire. Oh, shit, chat. Sorry, man. I didn't even know. That's hilarious. Oh, shit. That is hilarious, chat. Yo, that's so funny. All the batteries are cooked. Let me replace these batteries. Damn. The battery is cooked. God damn. This brother's exhausted. Sorry, fella. The fuck me. Yo. Don't worry about that. Oh, damn. I'll put this shit in. Can you guys still hear me? I think you can. Fuck. Hey, bro, go into the camera. I'll put this battery in. What's going on? Hey, yo. Fuck. Oh, my days. I even get this battery in here. Oh my goodness gracious, man. What is going on? No, this is crazy. Nah, this is bonkers. I can't even get this Barry in. Red card? The fuck is going on? Hey! Hey, hold on a second. Crystal Palace have had a red card. No, what is going on? What is going on? What the? What in the world? Bro. Oh, this is not charging, that's why. For fuck's sake. Why is this not in? Oh, bro. This is bonkers today, man. No wonder the thing dead. This is not even charging. No wonder. What in the world is going on? Fofana? Fofana's come on. What's going on? What's going on, bruv? Bro. Nah, this is a... There we go. Alright, I think I figured it out. Hold on a second. Life in this thing? Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm back. I think I'm back, you know. I think I'm back. Yeah. I'm back. Fucking hell, bruv. Honestly. That shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. Hey. Oh, we almost conceded. We almost conceded. Oh, my days. We almost conceded. Sanchez playing out. Whoa. Is that Reece? That's a crazy pass. That's a crazy pass, Reece. That's crazy work. I'm not going to lie. That's a mad pass. A mad pass. Let me see if I can't. Now I'm even trying to be extra. Let me see if I can get this in. I got batteries for days. This is why. Corner for Palace. Don't lose the clean sheet. Oh, it's out. Do not lose the clean sheet. It's time to be professional. Let's go in. Can't be asked. It is what it is. Whatever you do, do not lose the clean sheet. do not lose the clean sheet. The clean sheet is priceless. They're down to 10 men. Obviously, Esteval's come off. Okay. I'm not really bothered about that. Like, he's had a really good game. He's got a goal and assist. We're going to hopefully start him against Napoli. Look after the kid. He's the spark. He's the shine. We got no Palmer as it is. We do not need to lose our other spark in that attack. It's you know, if we were to lose him, Lord have mercy. We got problems. So yeah, we need to make sure that we use him. We use him well. And for me, he starts the game now. Adam Wharton sent off, yeah. He starts the games. He helps us start on a front footing, on a strong footing. And then we win. We put ourselves in a good position. And then he gets the rest. And he gets the opportunity to come off first and get the standing ovation from the away fans and from the Chelsea fans, and then start the next game against Napoli and keep it going from there. You know? That's what it needs to be. 77 minutes. Let me just get this tea. Here's Gittins. So Gittins comes on, goes on the right, which is nice. Because, I mean, obviously, to be fair, he played well on the right against Charlton. I think he's better off the left, but he did well on the right, so at least he's coming on. It looks like he's almost, if he's trying to set a pattern for the team to follow the blueprint, he wants the he wants the heavy touch wingers on the right, and he's going to go with the runners off the left, and he's just going to just keep pushing that into the team mentally. So, I mean, I get it. If you're going profiles wise, so you don't have to flip the team completely on a wing pairing for them to understand how they should be playing with said winger on which flank. You keep it super basic for them and say, hey, the guys that are touch heavy, that are going to receive to feet, that are going to dribble, that are going to hopefully create, that are going to create separation and all that stuff is going to be off that side, on the right. So those combinations over there, you know what they are. On the left, they're making runs, off the ball movement, in behind, you know it. Same thing, Neto, Garnacho, same thing. So it's not, Neto might do it off the right, then sometimes it's Gittins on the left, Esteval on the right, then it's Garnacho, and then these guys who are trying to make split decisions in milliseconds on a Premier League pitch are getting confused. No, you know what's on the right and you know what's on the left. I hear it. At least for the time being, anyway. Substitution again. I think, is this Ashampong coming on? Ten minutes to go. When was the last time we scored three? Oh, sorry, Hato's coming on for James. When was the last time we scored 3 goals in a Prem game? It's a good question. I remember we went to West Ham away, I think, and battered them. Everton was 2-0. Sanchez catches. We scored 3 at home to Wolves in November. That would be the last one, I think. Forest, we won 3-0 away from home as well, actually, at the City ground. I remember all those goals were in the second half. West Ham, yeah, it was like a 5-1. It was mad. So, yeah, those would be the times. Those would be the 3 times in the Prem prior to today. Wolves, Forest, and West Ham. Here's Fofana. When we're 3-0 up, I don't care what substitutions he's making. Do you know what I'm saying? We're 3-0 up. Job done. Get minutes into these guys that are coming on. Do whatever you're doing. If you're testing things, if you're trialing things, I don't know. Game's finished. I don't give a damn. Job's done. I don't care about none of this now. We done our thing. We done our thing. Now we're just living our best life. Job is done. If these players can't see out of 3-0, they got problems. It ain't got nothing to do with subs now. It's just use your brain. Play football. Probably just bringing on defenders, you know, set pieces, long throws. Just bringing on extra defenders or whatever, just to close out this game now. Everybody should be more than capable of doing that. Gusto comes on for Neto. Hato comes on for James, who gets looked after. Winger for winger. Centre-back for centre-mid. So, yeah, he's going super defensive. It's back 5. As he's done before. I think he did it against Brentford as well. Went to the back 5. So, and obviously we know, well, Gusto can play in midfield, so it's not really necessarily a back five, is it? But there's 5 defenders out there. He's almost got like a 3 and a 3. He's got Badiashile, Chalobah, Fofana. Then he's got Santos. Caicedo was obviously on a yellow, I think, as well. Was he? So did he need protection anyway? Yeah. So Caicedo was on a yellow card. Then you've got Gusto, Hato, and Santos. So it's like a 3-3. And then the others. But yeah, Caicedo's on a yellow card, so you're not gonna risk that. Achampong coming on for. I mean, Maresca played Achampong in midfield. This manager hasn't played Achampong in midfield, so I'm not going to judge him on that one per se. Why you're not playing him in midfield? Because he doesn't play him in midfield. He's brand new, so I don't know what he's thinking. Who needs to play him midfield and who doesn't? I don't know. I'm not too bothered. Delap's coming on. Delap is coming on. Assad, just enjoy the win, bro. Just enjoy the win. We're 4th. Stop having a parade, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the win, bro. It's not every day trying to rage bait the other people in the chat. It's not working, by the way. This is Palace's 8th defeat in the last 11. Let's just enjoy the win. Stop trying to collect more points than are available. There's 3 points available today, not 6. You know what I'm saying? Just live in the moment for once. Can we do that? Five minutes to go. Sanchez, clean sheet. Even though he's just absolutely slapped out of play like a madman. He's still got some of that chalk on his face as well. So this will be 3 clean sheets on a trot, which is big positive. Brentford, Paphos, and Palace. So that's good. Very, very good. When a new manager comes in, they tend to want to shore up the defense first and have a foundation to build from, and some foundation has been created with those clean sheets. Obviously, the Brentford game, we didn't deserve the clean sheet, but we got it anyway. Paphos was, my God, they had nothing. They had absolutely nothing in the attack. It was dark for them. And today, I think we deserve it. I think, yeah, Palace have had a couple moments, but we deserve the clean sheet, I think, today. But hopefully we get it. Yeah, Paphos were moving mad, bro. Good Sanchez again with a save. Another save. Yeah, this is good, man. We're dominating on the stats. Straight at him. Corner's gonna come in. Who's that? Is that Hughes taking it? Ball in. Clear. Oh, fucking hell, bro. Sanchez is going ballistic, man. Oh, the clean sheet's gone, chat. I don't even know who scored, bro. I don't even know that, brother. Ball came in. He saved the first one. He's in the net at this point, and they're not winning the header. They haven't won the first header. They've not responded to the second after the save. Clear, block. oh yeah, it's kamikaze. It's just too many bodies. It's too many bodies. It's too many bodies. Too many men. Too many men. Too many men. Why can't we empty out the box? Even though we're defending a lead, why not just empty the box? I want to see more creative defending from set pieces. We concede from the set piece against Arsenal. We concede the biggest chance prior with the long throw. Where's the creativity with the set piece defending? Why can't we just say, no one's back here? What now? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna leave all these brothers forward, or you're gonna start looking at the guys that we got on the halfway line? Because we got like 5 men up there. I just empty the box. Just empty the box and see what happens. It's too much ball watching and too much, just too many bodies, man. To defend set pieces, it's sometimes a bit of clarity and clear vision is needed just to assess things properly. It's too many people, bro. It's just people just everywhere. That's genuinely what I'm gonna look at that as a thing. Like, too many bodies. That must have took like 2 deflections before it got to the guy who scored. We lost the first header. Then Sanchez makes the save. There's already someone else on the floor in front of him. But then it takes like 2 or 3 deflections. It's like, bro, what's too many deflections, bro? Too many deflections. No one knows what's going on. There's not a single soul in that box that knew what was going on when that ball was in there. Just they're saying I jinxed it. I said the 3rd clean sheet in a row. They're saying I jinxed it. Maybe I did. But in other news, Aston Villa have gone 2-0 up at St James's Park. So Watkins has scored with 2 minutes left. So that's mad. So Aston Villa are actually going to go to St James's and win. That is mad. Apparently there's 9 minutes of added on time. I don't know where these 9 minutes have come from. Excuse me. Where has this 9 minutes come from? Who got injured? Who got injured? What happened? Did I miss something when my camera was off and I was trying to correct my vision? Where did this 9 minutes come from? For the long VAR check? Lord heavens. 9 minutes. My goodness me. 9 minutes. That's crazy work. 8 minutes left of the 9. There will be no review straight after this. It will be after the Arsenal Man United game, no doubt, right? So we gonna do this and we gonna redirect you. I'm gonna go straight over to the Big 6. After that is done, I'm gonna do the review for this game. So it's gonna be a couple hours after. But that's crazy work. Now there's 9 minutes. I can't do that one. There ain't no time. That's crazy work. Let me see if I can even put this battery. 9 minutes. 9 minutes, bro. Oh, this is the battery that's exhausted. All right, let's just put you to the side for a second. 9 minutes. Even this battery's dead. Why is all the batteries dead? I need to charge up my batteries, chat. All my batteries are dead. Let me see if this works. Nah, we're cooked. All my batteries are dead. Is what it is. Villa will challenge. No, they won't. No, they won't. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, guys. We know Villa are not challenging. It's a lot of... What kind of... No, it's fine. I just charged them up. It's because we... I don't even know why they're dead. Oh, it's because... Maybe it's because of the... Actually, it is because... No, we didn't use them for the pod. I actually don't know why they're all dead. I'm going to have to charge them all. It is what it is. It's fine. 94 minutes. 94 minutes. Chalobah, clear. Just give me the 3 points. Give me the 3 points. Give me the 3 points. Ball in, caught, claimed. 95 minutes. Gusto. We're almost there. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. 3 points. It's mad amount of injury time. I don't understand how it can possibly be this much time, but listen, we just have to just keep it stepping. Obviously wanted a clean sheet, no doubt. But it is what it is. If you'd said to me before the game we're gonna win 3-1, I'm absolutely biting your hand off and I'm buzzing. So it is what it is. Here's Enzo trying to get the 4th. Not quite. Not quite. If the worst of our problems is we won 3-1 instead of 3-0, then it's been a very good day. If that's all we've got to be angry about, then we've had a very good day. We've had a very good day. 3 goals away from home. We've had a very good day. So I'm buzzing with the win. Some people say, okay, maybe he's gone too many defensive players because we've got a man advantage. I don't know, but it's a learning curve as well. Remember, we have young, inexperienced managers. I said the same thing when we had Maresca and went down to 10 men for the first time, and now going up against 10 men. I'm not expecting the new manager, this manager, last manager to get every single thing right. So I'm not really going to lose any sleep over the fact that he tried to lock up the game and maybe just did a bit too much dip on the chip. You know, maybe. It is what it is. That's what happens. Even the top managers are making mistakes. So I ain't gonna lose any sleep over a 3-1 win. Nearly at the end, a minute and a half. It's good, man. Good today. Good. Very good. Yeah, man. Very good, man. Very good. Professional performance. Killed them off in the second half, which is what you want to see. And then we still need to figure out our set piece defending. and improved that drastically. But apart from that, we didn't get opened up in midfield, which is good because we did against Brentford. So yeah, man, this is a good step in the right direction today. Now, Napoli. No. There's nothing worse than missing the bin. You throw something with all the confidence in the world and then you miss the bin. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse because it's a double punishment. You got to go pick that shit up like a dickhead and go and put it in the bin. But also you just realize you ain't got no tech. You can't even throw. So it's peak. It's mad. I'm telling you, bro. It's unk. It's very unk. It's giving unk. Enzo. Oh, Enzo! You're gonna wind him up. Hey. Enzo Fernandez. Relax. Tranquilo with the kick-ups, bro. Tranquilo juggling. Tranquilo. Yo, you're gonna piss man off. All right, game's over. Full time. And Chelsea win at the Selhurst Park 3-1. Very, very, very good win. And I think also a very good performance. Best performance under Liam Rossini so far. With obviously it not being Charlton, and then the fact that it is a very deserving win. It wasn't fortunate. It wasn't lucky. And it wasn't a bad watch. Like I said, it was a good game in terms of the football. We played good football. We deserved to win. We put the extra foot on the gas when we had to in the second half. We got goals from people that we needed to see get goals. We picked a good team in terms of the starting 11. The only criticism people have is the substitutions. Were they too defensive? Were we a little bit too negative with the man advantage? But I'll be honest, I don't give a shit. If that is all we've got for this young man age manager, then we are good today. You know, you see other big teams struggling. We are one of them, constantly dropping points against anyone and everyone. Everyone in this league right now can appreciate a 3-1 win away from home against any team in this league. If you can't do that, then you're not in touch with what's going on around you. This league is cooked, bro, in terms of how competitive it is. It's crazy. So I'll take the win. I'll take the 3-1 win, and any little negative that people have, I hear it. But at the same time, I also don't, because I don't care. I'm not about to complain over a 3-1 win, I'll tell you that right now. That's a fantastic win, very good performance, and it's all deserved. So I look forward to doing a review. I'll do it after Arsenal versus Man United, but we do have the mob, so I need to go, and I will see you there in a bit, people. Peace. Actually, wait, did I do super chats? Let me just check. No, I didn't. See, I need to do those. Frederick says, Chelsea make life easy for Ancelotti, João Pedro 9. He's got a long way to go. I think he's got 9 goals maybe in the league. I need to check when the tally will get added up, but he needs to be hitting minimum 15 goals. So let's not get too carried away. We have seen so much red cards this season. We have indeed. This is exactly why we have dropped so many points from winning position, because we tend to relax when we are ahead instead of building on the momentum, finish off the game. We did finish off the game. So this is why I have to heavily disagree with you. If we had conceded with, 1-1 and we draw, or even 2-1, and we were 3-0 up. If the guys do get then a little bit coasty, I do understand it. We won 3-1. We were well within our right today to just go and move on to Napoli. Like we finished that game off. Today we finished the game off. Paul Sanchez deserved a clean sheet. I agree. He made some big saves today. Why do we invite pressure with these players? With these playing from the back, we are leading play the damn ball forward. Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, guys, perfection is very hard to get in this league. 3-0 win is perfection. We didn't get it, but it's ain't no concern of mine, because we ain't a perfect team and we don't have a perfect manager, so I'm not expecting perfection. So I'm not bothered. I just want wins and results, and especially when they're deserved and we get 3 goals, I'm very happy. Yes, he can learn from the subs and he can take that to the next game if there's ever a 10 men against us situation, but yeah, I'm not too bothered. All right, cool. We're going to wrap there, and I'll see you guys on the mob in a bit, people. Peace.